was either the Xanax or me, she went irate. Like I said, I can show you the bookshelf that she kicked over. We're leaving today, baby. You don't have to deal with this no more.
Thank God.
Mom's probably going to go to jail.
Stop. Never! Get out of my house!
While some others protect, nurture, and sacrifice, others betray, abandon, and even sell their very own children. But what happens when the cops finally catch the worst of them all?
Is there an issue with your daughter or something?
Nope.
No? Is your daughter home?
Nope.
Okay, guys.
Let's back up.
I want to.
We understand.
Stop.
Stop touching!
Okay. So what else happened? Because that's not the only thing.
That was it. I hit her over the head like this. I was like, the f is your problem? And I grabbed the clippers and I cut her head, and that was it.
Here are several satisfying moments when cops arrest the worst mothers ever. Starting with the case of this subpar example of a mother whose addictions made her kids rejoice when they heard she was going to jail.
Destiny, have you taken anything today?
No.
You haven't taken nothing?
No.
No pills? You haven't been drinking?
No.
What happened last night before she left?
She put her hands on you, and there's like a big, red mark on your back.
Like, because he said I beat his ass, and he put marks on himself, I go to jail? How is that right?
Early morning on August the 3rd, 2024 in Ohio, officers rushed to a domestic dispute call, expecting the usual heated argument between two uncompromisingly headstrong people. Instead, they walked into a storm where love had long since turned into a battleground.
What's going on, brother? Okay. What happened, man?
She's on bars, and she's extremely f***ed up.
All right.
She's driving intoxicated right now. You'll see it as soon as she looks in her eyes. She has my truck. Yes, she bought it, but it's in my name, so technically that's my truck, right?
You guys are married?
No.
No?
No.
Have you guys lived together for a while?
Yeah.
You got kids together?
Yeah.
Okay.
But even...
By law, it's actually both of your trucks.
But it's in my name.
In Ohio, that doesn't matter. If you're in like a common law relationship, which is basically you guys have lived together for a while, you have kids together, you know, all that sort of jazz.
Well, I have 2 kids in the house, and she's being like that in front of 2 kids.
I definitely get it, man.
She's on her 3rd charge. I would like her to go to jail tonight for.
Okay, yeah, we'll try and find her.
And before you get here, she's gonna say that I kicked this bookshelf over, which I didn't, and I have my 13-year-old daughter, my 12-year-old daughter in here that can come down here and tell you the exact same thing. But I'm not bullshit. My lip.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
You got a red mark in there.
And she's gonna tell you that I put my hands on her, and my daughter will definitely tell you no, I did not.
So tell me what happened tonight. Tell me like a story. Like.
I've been trying to get her to stop eating for 3 days. She said she was going down to her grandma's to do something, which she went and got more. Then she said she was going to go do something, and she went and got more and then hid them from me. And when I told her it was either the or me, she went irate. Like I said, I can show you the bookshelf that she kicked over. What's today? Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'll be in there all weekend. Yeah, I definitely want her in jail for.
Okay. Do you know where she might be going?
No, she's running around hiding from you guys. And if she does happen to go to jail, is there any way you can possibly get my keys and bring them to me?
Yeah, if we get her, we'll give you a call. And
because
then
I have 2 sleeping kids in the house, I can't get to them.
We could drive the keys back to you. We could probably like park it somewhere and then drive the keys back to you. I can like drop them off at your house, and then you'll just go get the car later if you need to.
I mean, you can throw them right in the back seat of that car. I don't care.
Okay.
She thought I was playing, but I'm not. This is the 3rd time she's put her hands on me. And any man, even you, I know you're a cop, but if a female puts her hands on you 3 times very violently, you're gonna do something, right?
Right.
Professional question.
Yeah, what's up?
If she does go to jail for does that qualify me to get emergency custody of my daughter?
It could. You just have to talk to a judge about it. We can't really give you,
No,
I guess.
She's looking at 6 months. It's her 3rd violation.
Yeah, I mean, we can't give you.
We can't say that. You would have to speak to a judge because they can only tell you that you can have emergency custody. Did she hit you in your mouth?
Yeah, I want Charges.
How'd she hit you with like your fist or?
She slapped you or
Fist,
something?
hand, I mean.
How many times did she hit you?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Where
Like
I
in your
put-
face? That's
So-
your, oh, I explained it too. It's the witness statement. So you'll put your name, you'll put her name on this next line, and then you'll explain to us what happened, like what started tonight for you to call us.
She has
Okay, no,
narcotics on her and pills.
Okay.
And when you see her, you will literally see how intoxicated she is.
Well, if you find her, she's gonna get all the whole thing gone. Okay. Well, if you don't find her and she comes back, don't open the door for her. Just call us back, and then we'll come back out, and she can be arrested.
I hate doing this to her, but she needs help. I'd recommend any rehab instead of jail time.
Armed with background knowledge, the officers wasted no time hunting her down, and sure enough, it didn't take long for this mother to turn speculation into cold, hard reality.
Hey man, where's she at?
So back at it.
Where's she at though? Right now. Hold on. Where's she at? Where is she at?
In the basement.
Lead us to her. You don't have any weapons inside, do you?
I mean, yes, but none on us.
Okay. Do you have any dogs?
Out back.
They're out back. They're not inside.
No, but apparently I'm the one going to jail because I'm the aggressor.
We'll deal with that in a second, buddy. I know.
Oh, yeah.
No.
She has access to it.
Hey, Destiny.
Yes.
What's going on?
Okay, so he will not leave me alone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Who's he to you?
He is my fiance, so this is
Okay.
well, I don't want to. Do you care to see my boobs? So this is what he did to me. It's kind of easier to take it off.
We can deal with that with the medic.
Yeah. We have a medic waiting for you. Keep your shirt on right now,
Okay,
okay?
well, you can see right here the bruise.
Okay.
Oh my god, it hurts so
It's
bad.
just on your bruise? Okay.
These, like my legs right here.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and put your cigarette out, okay?
Oh, sorry. The back of my leg right here. Hold on, baby. I know. Come here.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait. Here we go. That's okay.
You're
Let's just
gonna
sit
be
this
placing handcuffs right now, okay?
just while we're figuring things out.
But he's the one who attacked me.
We'll get that.
Can I get a drink, please, first?
What?
Take a drink.
Maria, take a drink, and then we're gonna explain.
Yep. Set that down.
Yeah.
Set that down.
You see my bag, right?
Yeah.
See how I lit, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we had an accident yesterday and it's all in a report. All her marks are from the accident, which she says was from me. She's highly intoxicated.
On what?
And if you look at her, you can tell.
Okay. Did you smoke any marijuana too?
Yeah, I smoke. Yes.
Oh, I don't care, but I was just wondering if she did as well.
No, all she uses is
Okay. She prescribed them?
no.
All right.
Can I please put everything in my purse, please? I don't want to have anything in my purse.
Okay. We'll deal with that. But in the
Oh, hold
meantime,
on.
hold
Oh,
still.
sorry, my finger, my pinky. Look right there.
There you go. Hold still.
Ow, okay, just like this.
That's why I say yeah. There you go.
Okay. Can you just please put my purse, my phone in my purse?
Hang on. Let me double lock this first so it doesn't get too tight on you.
Okay.
Hey, Tremblay, I'm gonna take her up real quick. I know, baby. I know, baby. Hey, sir. Will you come here for a minute? Will you take your child, please?
Hey Jesse, can you talk to this officer for me? This is the other.
Give it to him, okay?
The cops are here and I need you to explain exactly what's going on.
Can my baby please not stay with him? He's very violent.
Well, he's dad, right? He's
Yes,
the biological
but
dad?
Yes, but I have 5 other people ready to come get her.
Okay, well, we're gonna figure that out in a minute, okay?
Yes, sir, yes. Sir.
Okay, is that her stuff?
Keep walking.
Oh God, oh God. We just had physical therapy on our backs like for 8 days in a row, and like we got some big settlement, and like a company car hit us. Oh, I can't. Can you help me? I'm sorry.
Yep, keep going.
Oh my God, oh my God.
I got you.
I got it. So, okay, go.
There you go.
Come over this way, man.
Can I see how everyone said?
Nope. We're gonna keep moving. Come on.
Okay.
Because we have a seat for you, and we want to get you checked out, okay?
Yeah, thanks a lot for you beating my ass.
We're gonna have one.
Will you do me a huge favor? Just move to that side of the bed for me.
I'm
Just
sorry.
leave it.
I'm
Move
sorry.
to that side of the bed.
I'm sorry.
No, come on. I got it.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Can I call my landlord?
What? You guys both staying here, right? Come on,
Yes,
on
but
down.
we
Let's
don't
go.
have a
I'm walking.
lease.
Okay.
Like our landlord, our last lease.
But that doesn't matter right now, okay? Because you guys are both staying here, so there's
So
an occupant's residency. Okay?
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm very sorry.
No.
But I'm not understanding why I'm going to jail when he did
You're
all
going to
of
jail
this
for a
me.
separate incident.
The squalor she forced her child to endure so she could chase her next high was enough to brand her as an unfit mother. But lighting up in front of an infant, that took her from careless to downright despicable, and somehow she still managed to make things worse.
For what am I going to jail for?
We're going to explain that to you in a minute, okay?
Is there any way they could be cuffed in the front? Like, I promise I won't run into
We can't cuff it in the front. I got to do the same thing every time for everybody. But if you have a seat, medics will come take a look at you.
how long it's going to be? So I'd be in jail?
No. I'm going to explain it. We got a bunch of things to figure out, okay? So we're gonna look at a few things, okay, ma'am? So the medic's right here. I'm gonna have you sit down, and then you can talk to him and tell him what's going on, okay?
Butt first, or
Yep, butt first. Yep, bring your leg up.
oh god, I can't.
Come on.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, my nail. Oh, oh, my pinky nail. Okay.
There you go. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. So explain to this officer what's going on. You requested one, correct?
Yeah, so pretty much I was trying to get away from the situation, and my fiance took my daughter out of the stroller, took her back in the house. I was gone all night taking care of my grandma because she has asthma and she was having a very bad episode, and he literally, all he said was, if you don't come home, I'm calling the cops. I got videos of you doing this and you doing that. No, he doesn't. There's only one camera, and I unhooked it, and I took the wire with me.
Okay.
But he said, if you don't come home and talk to me right now, then I'm calling the cops, and you're going to jail, blah, blah, blah. He literally said, if you don't come home right now, blah, 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 then I won't call the cops, and then we can just sit down and talk. He's acting like a big child.
Okay.
But he literally did this to my legs, like my
what's
back.
What's up with your neck? What to your legs?
Do you want me to stand up and show you?
Well, you can just show us right here. Just start
you
pointing,
can point
okay?
out this shoulder right here. It's very bruised. All around my neck, like my back is very scratched up. Like, and he did all of this. The only thing I did to him was when he pushed me into a corner, like he face pushed me into a corner. The one in there, as soon as you go in, where the crystal shelf is, he like grabbed my face and pushed me into the corner, and then I like pushed him back from me, and my hand did like push his throat, and I said, get the f off of me. So that is the only time I ever touched him. But other than that, he literally just like would not stop touching me, throwing me on the bed, like, no, you're not leaving, like, you're not driving off in the car, that's our car, you're not doing this. He like literally just would not let me leave, and I was like, I just need time away from you. I need time to think. I don't want to be with you.
When did all this happen?
This happened last night was when it got really bad, but the day before was when I had to go spend the night with my grandma to do that. And then he was like, really, you're gonna spend all night with your grandma instead of sleep in bed with me? And his daughter that is like 12 years old,
Destiny,
11.
okay? Hold on, Destiny, hold on. What do you need these gentlemen here to check on? You called them here, you requested them here.
I just want like my back, like my legs, like they just hurt so bad. Like I can barely walk, like my toe right there, my pinky, like everything hurts so bad. Like I'm in physical therapy. We're supposed to go today. We're supposed to go 8 days in a row for like a company truck hit us, and we're supposed to get like a big settlement. And they do the water bed thing and the massage thing and everything else. And it's getting like a little bit better, but like it hurts so bad, and like my back is just touching me, and like I just
her eyes are
why you like beat the fuck out of me and do this. All I wanted to do is all that work.
Hey, Destiny, Destiny, have you taken anything today?
No.
You haven't taken nothing?
No.
No pills? You haven't been drinking?
No. He keeps saying that, but no, he is taking it. He is drinking, he's taking pain pills. His mom gets pain pills and the peach footballs, and he goes over there every day and snorts them with her.
If motherhood had an entrance exam, judging by her speech and coordination, she wouldn't just fail, she'd get a lifetime ban. No appeal, no retakes. But out of professional courtesy, the officers went through the motions, dotting every I and crossing every "you've gotta be kidding me."
Yeah. Here.
Okay, just please be easy.
Here, step on out, okay?
Okay. Oh God! Oh no! My butt! Oh God! Okay.
Well, I mean, they are hard
Hold on.
plastic.
Sorry, little wedgie.
Yep.
Ow! Okay.
Go ahead, turn in and face in. Okay. This gentleman here is gonna look at you.
So I don't understand why he's not going to jail too if he's the one who beat my.
So you just got a little soft abrasion right here. That's going to heal on its own. You don't need to worry about that.
So that's
okay?
fresh.
But can you look at his back?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like his back is way less worse than mine. Mine's way worse.
Okay.
Like the whole thing is I was
Okay.
I was gone last night, and he got mad that I wouldn't come home, and he called the cops.
I understand.
And he got his 11-year-old daughter to lie for him and say that I smacked him or scratched him, and she was sleeping.
Okay. So right now you're gonna take a seat back in. They can't do anything else for you right here. Okay.
Is there any way
we're gonna explain all this. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh God.
Yep. Go ahead and move
Is
your
there
feet
any
in right
way?
now.
Oh,
move
I
your
can
feet in.
pee before I go.
No, you're gonna have to hold it.
Okay. So just,
Okay. I'll make sure we get this through. Okay.
But can my
put this right
baby
here.
please go with my family and not him? He's very. He smacks the baby and throws her in her bed, and like he's very.
Okay.
Like he
Look,
literally-
we're gonna double check. Okay.
He
We're gonna
literally-
look at, like I said, we're gonna look at a few
He
things and then we'll see what we're doing.
Threw her across the room.
Okay. Hang tight. Okay.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm
That's
just
okay.
so
Just listen
hot.
for a second.
Is there any way you can turn the air up?
What?
Just hang tight with her.
Yes.
With very little extracted from the thoroughly hammered mother, the officers turned to the partner for insights. And just like that, every word that followed painted a picture so unthinkable, it felt less like a testimony and more like a bad script for motherhood.
So, okay. So you guys both living here together?
Yeah, but I plan on moving.
What happened this morning? Why did you call us here?
Because she came back home and she was still irate. She was still on Xanax, and she told me to call you. She said she was going to call you guys because I beat her ass.
Okay. So nothing physical happened between you guys this morning. All that stuff happened last night.
No.
She just came back.
No, this happened this morning.
Okay, what's that from, buddy?
Her pushing me away and me trying to walk away.
Okay. Okay. What's that from?
Her punching me in my mouth.
This morning.
Yes.
Okay.
And last night, your other officers should have documentation of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that too.
They took pictures.
Okay.
Because
perfect.
I tried to get her put in jail last night.
Okay. Was your daughter, your older daughter, awake for everything that happened this morning?
Yeah, that's why I would like you to talk to her.
Would you mind going up and speaking with her real quick for me? Yep. Okay.
While she soaked in the back of the squad car like a tourist in her own downfall, the officers turned to her child for answers, and with every word spoken, it became painfully clear. She had no business raising a human being.
What happened last night before she left?
She put her hands on you, and there's like a big red mark on your back, and I was in front of you. I was like right there, and there was like a bunch of yelling and stuff.
Did she also throw the fan at me?
Yeah.
Did I put my hands on her whatsoever?
Nope. And there's a shelf that she kicked outside that she broke.
Thanks for talking to me, okay?
We're leaving today, baby. You don't have to deal with this no more.
Thank God.
Mom's probably going to go to jail.
And soon, like most offenders, the moment the cuffs clicked and she settled into the squad car's back seat, reflection set in. But while some crumble in regret and others cling to denial, her reaction didn't just deepen the disaster, it solidified her reputation as an unfit mother.
Why the does that abusive person get to get my baby? This is bullshit. The person who beats the out of me, I go to jail because y'all want to believe him because I wasn't here. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna teach you or something. You're gonna say bye to my baby.
Hold on, we have a lot of things we're figuring out real quick.
Okay, but I'm like drooling everywhere.
Okay, hold on a minute, okay?
Talked to the daughter. She said both last night and this morning, the mom has been physically attacking him, threw a fan at him, yelling and stuff like this.
Stop.
Are you taking him to jail too?
No, he's not going to jail too. You're going to jail.
Why? Because
Stay in
he's
there.
the one who beat
Stay in
me.
there.
No, don't
Put
you
your
give
leg
me
in there.
tissue.
Put your leg in there.
You're hurting me.
No, I'm not. Stop. You're going to get charged with vandalism. You're going to get a felony.
I want to see my baby. That's all I want. I want to give her a kiss and crying. Maybe I didn't know you won't because I'm eating. I want to say one thing to him, and I want to see my baby before I go. I will never be with you again. You!
Yeah, they must not have been tight. Hold on a minute. Hey.
I'm not putting him back on until I see my baby.
So here's the deal. This is gonna go.
I want my baby out! No, I want my baby!
Turn around and face me.
No.
Are you really gonna go this route?
I want to give my baby a kiss and then I will cooperate.
So that's not how this works, okay? You're going to jail for incidents that happen.
I will never be with you again! Stop. Never! Get out of my house!
Stay right here. Stop. You want to see your child or not?
Ah, you're hurting me!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are! You are hurting me! My shoulder! It hurts! Can you put it on to stay off of the shoulder? God damn! Justin, don't ever ask to be with me again. Go to your mom!
Stop.
I just want. Ow! Can you untie these, please? No.
Because of the way you're acting?
I just want to give my baby a kiss. He's going to beat my ass, but I go to jail because I wasn't here last night and y'all believed him? Like, are you kidding me? Like, because he said I beat his ass and he put marks on himself, I go to jail? How is that right? Can you loosen it just a little bit? It's too tight.
Show me your hands.
Look at them. Ow!
If you're going to continue to act like a child, then no, I'm not going to. We're just going to
Get out
go.
of the car and let her give me a kiss.
We're going to bring her to you just like we did. You can give her a kiss. You can say bye. I'll see you in a little while. And then that's all we're going to do.
But she's gonna know I'm crying and she's gonna cry.
She'd like to kiss the baby before she goes. Do you want to bring her over as well?
Can you wipe the snot off my nose?
Yeah.
Come here, baby. I love you. Oh.
Yeah, I'll wipe it off.
You happy I never want to be with you. Come here, give me a kiss.
I told this cop if you start, I'm gonna take her from you. You don't have to be with me again.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give mommy a kiss. Take her baby.
You have her scared.
Mwah. Yeah, because of you. I never want to be with you again. Do not be here when I get back.
I won't, neither will my kids.
And to cap off her string of unspeakable acts, she took her pettiness to new heights, wreaking havoc not just on her own children, but on anyone unfortunate enough to be in her orbit.
Okay, I'm getting emergency custody of my daughter.
No, you're not. I will.
No, you're not.
I'll be in jail for a day.
Can I get a
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. Your food stamp card.
I want that with me.
You want it with you? You don't
Yes.
want it with him so that way he can
No.
feed your child?
No.
Okay.
Because he'll sell it all.
Okay. She said no.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so this is the deal. Yes, you're being arrested today. on not only whatever they called last night. I wasn't here, so I can't attest to that. But you did have a broadcast with us for your events last night. But you also have 2 warrants, which are both confirmed. One out of Moraine, one out of Montgomery County. So you're also going to jail on those 2. Your daughter is going to stay with Dad here where you guys have been living. When you get out, if you decide you guys are going to separate...
in 2 days.
Okay. Well, if you guys are moving in 2 days, that's fine. You can take daughter, but you can't be living together if you guys are going to act like this. Because it's pretty soon it's going to get children's services involved.
So we've already had it.
Okay, so you've already had it. So you understand. Okay, so you understand.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be difficult, but I'm having a panic attack really, really bad. I'm having a panic attack really, really bad. I can't breathe. I'm just having an inhaler. It's in my safe. My bruise on my left shoulder is just hurting me so bad. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god, oh my god. Ow! Ow! Sorry.
Alright, let's go.
In the end, she was charged with domestic violence. While the first mum got more than she deserved, she was nothing compared to this mother, one who completely lost it when the cops confronted her for abusing her daughter.
Stop touching! Please just let me check it up alone.
I'm not gonna beat her. I'm not gonna punish her. I'm not gonna lock her up. I'm gonna take away what hurts her the most. I hit her over the head like this. I was like, "The f is your problem?" And I grabbed the clippers and I cut her head, and that was it.
On August the 11th, 2022, in Flagler County, Florida, police officers received a chilling call. A concerned woman reported that her co-worker was assaulting her daughter. Officers rushed to respond, but before they could arrive, the floodgates opened. More calls poured in, each one escalating the urgency, each one confirming a grim truth. The child was in far greater danger than anyone had first feared.
How's it going? Hi. I'm here to check on, is it the daughter? Is Priscilla here?
Yes.
Okay, can I talk with her?
Yes.
For a second?
How are you guys today?
All right, how are you? Who are you to Priscilla?
Boy.
You're Priscilla's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, and Priscilla's daughter's here as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
40 Alpha Delta Lima 0 Foxtrot.
Hello.
Can I help you? So we're here, I guess, is there an issue like your daughter or something? Nope. No? Is your daughter home?
Nope.
No? Nope. Okay. Alright, do you want us to go any further with what we're doing? Nope. Okay. Alright, turn around for me. What's going on?
The woman, later identified as Priscilla, immediately took a defensive stance, but when she outright rejected the officer's direct order and retreated into her house, it was more than just defiance. It was a flashing sign that she had skeletons stacked high in her closet.
Don't do that. Okay, stop. Don't do that. Relax. Okay. Priscilla.
Comes down.
I got her. Priscilla, can you stop? Are you kidding me? Baby, you're not arrested. There you go.
Let me go.
Okay then. You guys, please stop. Please stop.
Let me go.
No, we can't let you go.
I just want to talk. You gotta.
He don't need to touch me.
Okay, guys.
He don't need to.
Back out.
I want to stand up.
Stop touching me.
Please just let me check it up alone. Look, okay, get up.
Stop touching me.
Okay, stop.
Let me go.
Don't have a choice.
Let me go.
Calm down and get.
Can you stop? Please stop. For me. I know, but for me, please.
Listen, if she catches...
They just want to talk.
So let me go.
You just for like 2 seconds. There you go. Now get up and talk civilized. Come, talk civilized.
Okay.
What's up?
Stand up.
I don't need to stand up. I don't need to stand up.
Baby. Can you guys tell me what's going on first?
Yes, we will. Stand up.
She's being detained. Baby, detained.
Relax before you catch another charge.
You're not catching nothing, babe.
Stop.
Are you really Baby, baby, are you kidding me? Mi amor. Baby,
you're not under arrest.
You're not under arrest.
All right, so let me go.
They're gonna detain you to talk to you, babe. Ellos no te van a llevar, no la van a llevar, ¿verdad? No, ellos van a venir. No, it's not. Ya.
Tú me la jodiste.
Yo no te jodí nada. Mi amor, yo no jodí nada.
Porque tú bien sabías que no le tenías que dar mi nombre.
Yo no le di ningún nombre.
Y tú dices, yo no vivo aquí, yo no sé nada.
Tú no, mi amor.
Lárgate de mi casa.
Stop.
Lárgate de mi casa. Que yo me las tengo que arreglar ahora. Lárgate.
You guys, can you tell me what's going on,
Yes,
please?
that's what we were trying to do in the first place.
Please.
Okay?
Habla conmigo.
So,
talk to me.
Right now, she's being secured in lieu of a criminal investigation. Okay.
Criminal investigation de qué? Of what?
All right, we have another deputy on the way to explain, okay?
Yo no
tenía que abrir la maldita puerta.
Criminal, okay.
Okay, let's go outside.
But criminal, okay.
Listen, she's not under arrest. Right
Okay.
now she's detained.
Okay, I know.
Touching me.
Okay,
Stand up.
just
You need to try and
Don't
relax.
touch me.
You need to try and relax. You're already caught an extra charge.
I'm gonna talk to you, okay? If she keeps this up, she's got another charge.
Get the my
Right
face.
now?
Stay looking for me. Now you.
She already hit me in the hand, so she's catching a charge.
Okay.
Boss, man,
Stand up.
please.
No, we're not doing that. She ain't gonna
We
stop.
let go of your hand.
We gave her plenty of warnings. We were being patient with her. She's still acting up. So this could have been simple. We could have.
I didn't want nobody to touch me.
You don't want to talk to me. I'm not talking to you.
Mi amor, okay.
I have the issues and I don't like nobody touching me.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Don't touch me.
Just
Okay.
I won't speak as long as you don't touch me.
Step back before she does something.
Okay, baby. No, she.
I got you.
relax, just
Look,
talk.
she's angry. I get it. Okay.
I don't like nobody touching me. You don't touch me, I speak like a civilized human being.
Until you disobeyed the order coming back inside. That's where it escalated.
All right, well, I don't like nobody touching me.
Okay.
I get that, but if you give me a reason to touch you, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
You have no reason to touch me.
all right.
Okay, no reason.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't like this.
Okay, do you want me to talk to you in front of your kids? Or you want to talk civilized
We can talk
outside?
right here.
Just talk to me.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm talking. What's your name? Officer Patel. I'm talking to you.
Jason. First name Jason. Right?
Good, perfect.
So,
It's all good,
the reason
man.
why we're here.
No, man.
Can you shush and don't be disrespectful, please?
The officers succeeded in subduing her, but even within the walls of her own home, she wasn't done. She pulled every trick in the book, desperate to derail the routine check at every turn.
That's why you're not under arrest yet. We came to question you. The reason why you're handcuffed, just relax.
Yeah,
The reason why you're in handcuffs right now and not just walking around is because of exactly. Not tied to what that is. This is a whole nother thing. So because of the way you retaliated towards it, that's how we got here. Okay?
That's the only reason.
What I was coming to get from you is at least start it on a statement and give me your side of the story. That was it. That was all we were here for. That's what I asked you. Did you want to talk to me? That was it. But now, until we get to this next step and this other deputy comes, you're in handcuffs. You're not under arrest right now, okay? So just relax, take a breath.
Now you're cool. I don't want to see him in my house. So get him out. Get out!
Just relax.
I'm not gonna step away from my partner.
I will get out of my house.
No, ma'am.
Can you
This point,
please?
So this.
You want us to walk outside your house?
Us is too many people. I ain't talking
Relax. Listen.
about him. I'm talking about you.
I understand you're talking about me. I'm not leaving my partner for officer
Oh, I
safety
know,
reasons.
I know, I know, I know. Go step right.
What can you pay attention
Let me check. Okay, from that, just from this, are you heard it all?
You know. No, I
You need to come Are you good, sir? Are you heard it all? Are you good?
No, I'm great. Okay, great, of course.
I'm not gonna sit here and deny you medical attention from you. So that's why I'm not. Are you okay? You cleared the.
Yeah, channel. I'll talk to him. You just want to stand by with deputy.
I don't know your number. I ain't calling nobody. I don't know it either.
This one didn't work.
I can't put money. I can't call you because I don't got money on my thing.
Cornered with nowhere left to run, she finally cracked, unraveling the chain of events that led her to this moment, each revelation darker than the last.
With these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened at the hotel? You start me from the beginning.
I was at work. I left the hotel because I was going through my daughter's phone. Because yesterday was the first day of school, and she turned off her phone on me. She didn't come home till about 8:30. She's 12 years old. And I took her phone from her, and I went through it this morning. As I'm at work, I seen what was going on. I asked my boss if he need permission to leave to go pick her up out of school. Picked her up out of school. I brought her back to work with me. I stopped here at home. I grabbed my clippers, and I cut her. And I told her, did you understand why I'm doing this? She said, yes, because it's not the first time you do it. This is the third time I have cut her hair because she wants to be doing things that are not age appropriate for her age. That's what it really comes down to. I'm not going to beat her. I'm not going to punish her. I'm not going to lock her up. I'm going to take away what hurts her the most. Her hair. She loves her hair. Her hair is her thing because she knows it makes her look beautiful. So I said, guess what? Now you have no hair. That's your punishment. And that was it. And the people at the hotel, I know who it was. It was Monica. I don't know her last name. And I know where she lives. She came in to ask me a question. She said, oh my God, what are you doing? And I said, Monica, do me a favor, mind your business. And she said, oh my God, you need to pray. You need to do this. You need to that. I said, do me a favor. She's not your daughter. Mind your business. And she said, but you cut her hair. You cut her hair. Mind your f***ing business. And she left. And then that was it. And then my boss called me. He said, what are you doing? I said, I told you what I'm doing. I picked up my daughter and I'm cutting her hair. He said, from a parent's perspective, I understand what you're going through. He said, do me a favor, just chill out. I said, I'm not hitting her because there's cameras all over the hotel. I said, I'm not hitting her, nothing. You could run them cameras and check. And he said, all right, just chill out. I said, yeah, I'm cool. I stopped. I cut her hair. I cleaned up the mess. That was it. She was sitting there. I was sitting there. And then the same person that called, she was like, you need to go because you're scaring everyone. I said, I just spoke to my boss. I don't need to go because of you. So I called him. I said, Daniel, you want me to go? Whatever. He said, no, you're fine. She called someone else. I don't know who she called. At that point, I guess it was Daniel's superior. And he said, how about this? Go home, take the day off, relax, come back tomorrow. I said, all right, cool. That was it. As I'm walking out, the lady that called was like, you go suck, just the way my daughter sucked. And I walked out. And I guess that's what she did. So that's the story on what happened today. So yes, did I pull my daughter out of school? Yes. Did I speak to the principal today? Yes. Did I speak to her guidance counselor? Yes. Did I tell him everything I told you? Yes. Did I ask for help? Yes. Did I take her to the hotel to cut hair? Yes. Did I beat my daughter? No. Did I touch her? No. The most I did was cut her hair and smack her on the back of her head because I didn't expect this behavior from her. Other than that, you could just strip her butt and will not find not one bruise, not one fingerprint, not one anything because I did not hit her.
The officers had more up their sleeves than she realized. They let her story spill, nodding along as if they were piecing it together, but in reality, they were just setting the stage. What came next? She never saw it coming, not from a mile away, not even in her wildest fears.
Okay, well, she's got a scratch on her cheek. That's fairly new.
Okay.
Okay. So what else happened? Because that's not the only thing.
That was it. I hit her over the head like this. I was like, the is your problem? And I grabbed the clippers and I cut her hair, and that was it.
Okay.
There's cameras in the hotel. You don't even have to believe me. You could just run the cameras in the office.
Which office?
And in the main office behind the front desk. Like at the main entrance. There's a camera right there.
Okay. Then why wasn't the haircut on there?
I don't know. I did it right there. Like, I mean, I wasn't doing it in front of the camera, but I did it right. Like, I wasn't hiding from
What time were you told to leave work? Approximate, doesn't have to be exact.
I want to say around 2:15. Anywhere between 2 and 2:30.
Okay. So there's one part on the video in that main office where I think you're describing where there's no video from like 1:55 until like 2:20. Just that camera.
Alright.
It's odd to me with all the allegations that are being made.
I don't have access to the cameras. I don't have no access to the cameras at all. Daniel, the supervisor, I have no access to cameras.
Is there any reason he would delete them?
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. He's not risking his job for anyone.
Okay. So if you cut her hair in the main office, how did you clean the hair?
The vacuum.
Okay.
And hold on, and the rest of the hair is in the trash bag. Like, her hair was long, so like the long hair is in the trash. The remaining little stragglies are in the vacuum. It's a green vacuum with a yellow cord.
Okay. So, one that, I guess if you vacuumed it up, that's why there's no hair in the office.
Okay, but it will be in the vacuum. As long as you go get that vacuum, her hair is in there.
So, there's also hair in the little hallway behind the office.
That's where we were at, that little hallway. Oh, so you went to the hotel. Okay, so you have the front desk, you have that little hallway, and then you have the back space where the 2 tables are.
Yep.
Okay, so that space right there, because remember, I was working front desk. Right there, that space is exactly where I cut her hair. So if you look where that white board is, right in front of that white board is where I did. I put that chair right in front of the white board and I cut her hair.
Well, the only place that I found hair was in the little hallway, sitting on the white boxes. And the hair I found was like 5-6 feet away from a trash can.
Okay, but that's what I just said. That white box is right by that white board. And that's
so I'm also being told by numerous people that you were trying to shove a pipe in her mouth, making comments of, "Oh, you want to suck? You can suck on this."
There was no one even in that office when I was cutting her hair. It was just me by myself and her.
I'm not saying you're lying, but I have numerous other people telling me completely different.
No, I was in there by myself. There was no one. If you look back at the cameras aiming at the door. You'll see who walked in and out. It was just me and her.
And they were in there.
There was no one else in there. And look, watch the time.
I did.
Okay, there was Alexis that was working with me, and then she walked out, and there was no one there when I was cutting her hair.
All right, so you did not hit her with your cell phone or a cell phone?
No, I hit her with my hand.
You hit her with your hand?
I smacked her against the head with my hand. Yes, I did.
You cut her hair there?
Yes, I did.
You're claiming that you did not use the pipe?
No, that's my kid.
Okay, and I'm not saying
I'm
that
not
you're
cursing
wrong.
at you. I'm just listening to what you're saying. Like there was no one there, and I know who you're talking to because Monica approached me and said, "Oh my God, you need to pray. You need to stop doing that." And I told her face, "Mind your business."
Okay.
But no.
It's crazy how I have 2 people that were not Monica call us literally crying about what they just saw. That's why this is all happening.
With some of the CCTV footage erased, the case against her seemed flimsy, or so she thought. But what she didn't realize was that the strongest evidence wasn't digital. It was living, breathing eyewitness testimony, and it couldn't wait to be heard.
So today, you're going to jail for felony child abuse, for battery on LEO, and resisting with violence.
Okay, may I ask, how am I going to jail for child abuse if I never abused my kid? Like I'm admitting to you, yes,
so
I
in the state of Florida, if we can determine a primary aggressor, then we have to make a physical arrest.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you meant.
This is because this is your daughter.
Right.
If I can determine a primary aggressor with the seriousness of the allegations that are being made, I have to do something.
I understand that's your job, but how are you arresting over allegations that you don't even have?
Because I have 2 eyewitnesses.
But they weren't even there.
Okay, well, it's crazy how someone can describe an incident like they did to a T when I talked to both of them completely separate and their statements are almost identical.
So why don't you talk to my boss? Why don't you go look at the cameras and actually
Because your boss wasn't there.
sit there?
Why am I going to talk to someone that's not there?
Because these people don't like me.
Okay.
Don't you think my boss is a little bit more
If you're wondering if I talked to your boss,
superior
I
than her?
did. And your boss said that he had got a phone call as well from another person who said they had seen you sticking a pipe in your daughter's mouth.
That's why don't you ask my mom?
Because she doesn't want to talk to me.
She's over 12.
Because she wants to protect you. That's
No,
what
she's
it
not.
is.
No, she could speak. Didn't I tell you if you want me, I'll step out of the room so she could feel comfortable talking to you?
She wanted to go in her room to talk to us. We gave her the whole spiel and listen, tell us what you want to tell us about your comfortable. And she said nothing happened. She got my hand on set. She's not saying anything.
Because nothing else happened. Like, ask her, did your mom hit you over your head with her hand? Ask her
I
that.
can't force a 12-year-old to talk to me. I'm not going to do that.
There's only certain questions you can ask her.
Okay, but you just clearly said that she said she cut my hair and that was it. Because that's all that was. Like, in your the reality, all right, let's say what they're saying is true. Why would I stick a pipe in my daughter's mouth in front of people? Like, don't you think those are things that I would wait to do at home?
That's what one would assume.
Well, first of all, I would never do that. And second of all, if that were the case, I would do it at home. I wouldn't do it in front of people, in front of cameras, in front of people that say, I saw.
Okay. With all due respect, it's not being rude. This is what court is for. Okay. So you're going to jail for those 3 charges that I told you about. And if you feel the need to contest or fight them, then you can take it to court. Okay. That's just where we're at.
Go and get 2 things situated inside real quick?
Unfortunately, no. You can tell us what needs to be done and we can relay it to whoever that is, to you.
Okay, well, I want to say bye to my son because he has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
I want to say thank you to my daughter for doing all this because I literally just got her hair.
Your daughter didn't do a thing.
You gotta remember to your boss, before the reason for the incident was going on with her and the guys, which I still want to talk to you about because they're grown adults. So I'm going to see if we can try to get investigators involved with that. And I'll go.
But everything's on the phone. Everything's on Snap.
Yeah, hear me out. I'm going to talk to you about that. Okay? We're going to work on that. Okay? I'm big on that. All of that. There's a way to work on that. Okay? But right now, besides that, your daughter wants nothing to do with it. Okay. Your daughter has no reason to be blamed for this aspect of it, okay?
This was called in by someone completely...
Yes. She didn't call in. She's not saying, my mom did this, my mom did that.
Realizing her cover was blown, just like the facade of her wicked nature, she reached deep into her arsenal for one last desperate trick, but this time there would be no escape. This time the game was over before she even played her hand.
No, but the reason I cut her hair is because of the decision she made. So now on top of all my responsibility and my bullshit, I have to deal with more. And guess what? You guys take me, and guess who you leave 2 kids with? Oh no. So guess what she's gonna keep doing while I'm locked up?
Okay, so who is this?
That's my boyfriend. But guess what she's
Are they
gonna
okay to stay with your boyfriend, or do you want us to call someone else?
If they don't listen to me, what makes you think they're gonna listen to him? If she's sucking behind my back, what makes you think she's gonna suck behind his back?
Hear me out. Where's her phone at?
Ay, Diosito lindo. So you pretty much, in all the reality, I know you're just doing your job. I get it.
And I don't want
pretty much just giving her the freedom to go run around tonight. Literally, that's what you're doing. You're giving her the freedom because mommy's not here. And who the is that? That's nobody. And guess what? Mommy's behind bars. So mommy can't come get me. And I'm gonna do whatever the I want to do tonight.
Do you want us to call well, we gotta call DCF anyway. DCF has to be notified of the incident. Do you want her to go with DCF?
Take her to DCF. Take her to DCF because I don't just do that. Why do you think there's cameras by her window? Because I'm scared she's gonna be going in and out of the window.
So hear me out. Where's her phone?
In the end, she was charged with child abuse without bodily harm, assaulting an officer, and assaulting and resisting an officer without violence. She was sentenced to 3 years of felony probation, anger management classes, and no unsupervised contact with her daughter. Another disgraceful contender for the worst mother, Jessica, came dangerously close to trading away her own infant for a mere $500.
I remember that.
If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out.
She said, I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanna?
What?
On March the 5th, 2024, police caught wind of something unthinkable. A woman so devoid of maternal instinct that she was reportedly willing to sell her own infant for a mere $500, treating a human life like a bargain bin item.
Because they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
Here, let's walk over here so we're not right in front of everybody talking. So what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat out of me and I don't want it around my kid.
So
Lee Conley will not take me.
Lee Conley won't take you?
No, because there was a conflict of interest to where one of their staff members told my husband where I was.
So Lee Conley, you've already dealt with them and they won't take you?
Right. I'm willing to do public assistance, public housing. I'm willing to do Mellon Manor. I don't have a ride.
Well, I know you didn't have a license for a while because we had an issue with that, so I remember that.
If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's going to talk to you. She's going to bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here. I was just on the phone with her when you walked to the bathroom. And I'll call her back and kind of update her on the situation. What was your first and last name again?
Jay Woods.
Jessica Woods, that's what it was. Okay.
I'm going to be going over to the H&R Block.
Well, she's coming over here. She'll be here shortly. She's getting it back together now. She was trying to figure out to get information on
I need emergency housing.
She might be able to help you and kind of steer me in the right direction as well. Lee Conley was actually what I was going to try to recommend, but obviously that's kind of not the.
You know, just because a baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble. No. I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Who called? Am I allowed to go to H&R Block? Am I allowed to go?
I've got, like I said, I've got our victim's advocate coming out here that's going to try to
get
get
some stuff. Can I sit in the car or something? I'm freezing.
I don't want to sit you in the back of my car or anything, and I can't put you in the front. Let's walk over to this parking lot and buy my car at least, that way we're not out here.
I'm freezing, and I'm quite sure that we're the only people in there were the ones who called.
Well, I'm not sure who exactly called. All I know is they called and I came in and spoke with the staff, and they kind of gave me a rundown of the situation.
Yeah, they fed us.
Yeah. So that's at least good. You got some food, the baby got some food.
From the seemingly harmless conversation, one thing was clear. She could barely take care of herself, let alone the baby she carried in the cold without diapers and shoes. But the officers were only scratching the surface. The real horror was yet to unfold.
So where have you been staying with the baby?
I've been staying up
188 Mango Drive.
Is that rescue for my child?
No. They're going to a different call.
I was staying at 188 Mango Drive, and dude was crazy, so I decided to leave.
When did you leave?
I just left last night.
Okay.
And then, on top of that, can I use the bathroom, please?
What, in Coley?
No, I feel sick.
Can you walk back in Coley's and use the restroom real quick?
I'll go in the bath, have the laundry mat. It's warm.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if there's is there a bathroom in there?
Yeah. I just want to get in a place where I can get situated. And, you know, I'm an RN, right? And the only thing I'm waiting for is for my license to be renewed.
While the clueless mother, Jessica, lingered in the restroom, more officers arrived, not for her, but for the innocent life she had so carelessly gambled with.
Y'all making me feel great.
Oh, yeah, okay. Look, don't feel like that.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had coming.
Yeah.
You know, y'all really making me feel great, and I got 4 y'all.
No, we have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby. We have bows
I want to bring you some stuff for you and the baby.
Yeah.
There's nothing, I promise, everything. There's food in here. There's actually new clothes for her and stuff. I promise.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You want me to lay it all out right here? That way you can pick, you can change her. I have diapers, I have wipes. Do you need any wipes?
Please.
We have all this in the backpack. Yes, you have all this in the backpack. Some of it back there.
It's just right now, I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all probably trying to take her away from her.
No, I'm not taking her away from mommy. Look. That's right. Mama. Say mama. You want to change her, Jessica? You want to put an outfit on her? Which one do you want? This one I think is long. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want one of these?
Stop, baby. Please. Please, stop.
But Jessica's desires were far more twisted than anyone had imagined, cradling Jessica's 18-month-old child, not with love, but with the detached grip of someone holding a newly purchased item. In that instant, it was clear Jessica hadn't just failed as a mother, she had sold the very soul of motherhood itself.
We're gonna take her into the classroom here and have her sit.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We have Catherine coming over as
Catherine's
well.
gonna bring her some clothes, diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her because she's.
Okay.
Don't cry, sweetie. Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come sit with you.
I'll come sit with you. I called DCF to John, and he is on. He's gonna be calling me back.
John Cofield?
Yes.
All right, I'll give her a call.
Supervisor.
Thank you.
You have a seat.
Like I have a seat right here?
Yeah, wherever you feel comfortable.
Oh, they're on stage, man.
We gave her a consultation.
What's this girl's name?
Jessica Woods.
Jessica Woods.
Jessica Woods. You know her?
She's a client at my office.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a mom first.
I understand. So we really appreciate your help. We're going to get on the phone and we're going to take the steps to make sure that nothing like this happens to this child again. So we really appreciate your help, okay?
And just real quickly, just go ahead and tell me what transpired.
First, last night, she came in, I want to say 10 minutes before we was closing, and she had the baby with her. Both of them had no shoes on. The mom. Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card, because her taxes had dropped, and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, you know, kids get irritated or whatever. She was like, she's not going to do that because I only have one diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her. And it wouldn't, you know how the sticky side of the diaper, it wouldn't stick no more. So she like hit her. And was like, you just stupid. You shouldn't have did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police. Then I'm thinking, okay, I'll leave her with the police. They're gonna do something about it. She knew one of the officers. His name was DJ. That's what she called him. And I told him, you know, she struck the child, and that, you know, we're concerned at this point because every time she brings this little girl, the little girl barely have clothes on. So he said he was gonna deal with it. We left. This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit, and she was in a Dollar General's buggy, and it was drizzling. She was asleep, and the baby was in there hollering. So then I said, do you want me to go, you know, go to the store and get her some stuff, and she can see and hear? And she was like, no, no, no. Do you have some money? Do you have some money? I said, no, ma'am. I have money to get your daughter stuff. And she was like, no, you could just have her. You could just have her. I was like, ma'am. I said, no. I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call these people so they can help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part. Then she went to Dollar General. And that's, I guess, why they had a police report this morning for Dollar General, her throwing stuff on top of the little girl. And she came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like, you have to leave now. She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then took her in the bathroom, and she was hitting her. I don't know why. I don't know what she did, or a child can't do anything, but I'm just saying, I don't know what the reason was. And she left out of there. When she left out of there, I called the police. I think the man that just came here, I waved him down the track. And I said, could you follow me? She's right there. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed it out. And then hurried up and grabbed it. And I'm like, is she crazy? So at this point, I'm following her into Dollar General. I told my manager what I was doing. And I see the police officers. They were like, okay, if she's still out of the store, we can charge her. And I'm like, all the stuff she done did this baby, y'all should be charging her for that. So they said it was my word over hers. Okay. She came back. I see her walking back towards our job.
So now this was all last night?
No, this was today.
Yeah,
Okay.
Some of this is from today.
Yes. So she walking past the job with some other girl. And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked two of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up. She was getting ready to walk in the road. If you know Krill, it's a busy road. So she get ready, and I grabbed the baby, and I picked her up, and I said, I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me. I said, what is too much for you? I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the baby.
Who knows what could have happened to the little one? Everyone was in shock, but this was just the beginning. The truth wasn't fully out yet, and it was only starting to unravel.
I said, okay. And I got the baby. I was crying. I walked across the streets, and I tried to wake her up. And I put her in my car, and I told her she is going to be okay. This should not go on with a child.
We dealt with her this morning. We gave her clothing. We gave her a bag with all kinds of stuff. We called DCF.
Yes.
DCF went on scene, and DCF did their thing, and they left. So right now, he was trying to find her because to arrest her.
I've been looking for her since I spoke to you earlier.
So, and
if you see her here, she hit her. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night? Now you keep saying her. What is
Jessica?
Jessica Woods. Because we did see a bruise on her buttocks, and we told DCF, but yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. Where you at with it? Like, I don't understand.
Well, we have somebody, a supervisor coming now, and we should be able to take care of it. It will be taken care of right now. But we did make contact with her. Just want to let you know that it's not that we didn't do anything. We did make contact with her.
I knew about.
And our victim advocate gave her
Perceiving. I have.
She drunk 3 cups of water. Okay. Because I gave her what I didn't know what she was allergic to, so I didn't give her no juice.
Okay.
But she ate a whole big bowl of oatmeal.
Okay.
And I fed her stomach because she was starving.
Yeah, I assume because earlier this morning they ate Coolies. They had a free meal at Coolies that someone, bought for them. I had taken them. I mean, you've seen the backpack. I slapped it full with like So I put stuff in there, and I even have another sippy cup and stuff. I need to just see. I know she said she's 18 months old, so I need to go out there and get another outfit for her. I will change her up. I will even wash her if I need to, because we have a shower here. Because it's probably going to be a fee for DCF to come out here.
So will DCF let me take her home?
Probably not, but I don't know if you want to wait here the entire time. I can call John, which is the DCF supervisor.
I just don't want her to have to go through those systems.
Oh, absolutely not. There might be a way. He might have to come out and look at your house, or he might. I don't know if you want to stay here. I don't know how long it is. I've been out on a call for 7 hours waiting for DCF, so we can work something out. We'll figure something out.
Now they was willing to give her the money. They was like, whatever it takes for her to get away. Yeah. I was like, no, we're not enabling her.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like, we're not enabling her, and we're not breaking the law for her either. I know your hands are tired this morning. I wasn't mad. I can't see how people do this.
No, I have, since I talked to you, I've been trying to find a reason to arrest her. So I was just looking for her right before you showed up here. She stole from the dollar store, and I went to go arrest her, and I talked to the dollar store ladies, and they said, I asked them, I said, does she have a baby with her? And they said no. And that's where I was like, And they said she was mumbling on something about she gave the baby to her sister for the weekend. And I was like, no, because when we spoke to her earlier, she said she didn't have anyone.
Exactly.
So it already shot up red flags, and then not even 10 minutes later, I was doing something in my car, and they called and said you were here with her. And I was like, oh.
With this chilling turn of events, the police wasted no time. They launched a relentless investigation, determined to track down the mother who had sunk to such unthinkable depths. With sharp precision and unwavering diligence, they had her in cuffs within 48 hours, ready to unravel the twisted tale behind her unforgivable actions.
Do you understand these rights?
Yes, I do.
Do you waive these rights, and are you willing to talk to me?
Yes. If there's a possibility of these charges being dropped, yes. If I can clear that up, yes. This is bogus. It's false.
Given what allegedly happened, it's hard for her to explain this away.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Okay, how many children do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2.
Yes.
Where are those children?
One passed away, and one you guys have my daughter.
What's your daughter's name?
Giovanna Chantel Woods.
How old is Giovanna?
Giovanna's 18 months old. She's my world, and I'm hers.
Okay. Where is Giovanna?
Giovanna was supposed to be returned to me last night by 6 p.m. I got called by the police and told me the DCF got involved. I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of an abusive marriage, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I just got a stable place to stay. We exchanged numbers. I told her I had to have her back by 6 p.m. She could only stay one night. She wanted to keep her for a week. I told her, no way. I have 5 witnesses to this. Okay, the next thing I know, I got served with an order that was stating that I am not allowed to go to H&R Block. And any attempts that I made to contact her, I could not reach her. So when I called the DCF caseworker yesterday, he told me he was supposed to meet me with my daughter, that for some reason he had her, which I'm not even understanding why, because the H&R Block employee, the one I go to church with, Giovanna was supposed to be staying the night with her, one night.
Okay. And what's this worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. I don't know which her legal name. I can pull out everything in my phone. I know I thought she was a good lady. Apparently, her and my sister are working together. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
And you don't know Crystal's last name?
To be honest with you, I'm having an anxiety attack. My child just got taken from me, and I'm a nurse, and I could be losing everything.
So how long have you known Crystal?
I've known her on and off for like 10 years. Like I said, she asked me several times. I told her multiple times, no, I don't like my child to go anywhere. She repeatedly asked me, she said, I can help you with clothing, I can help you get diapers, please let me help you. One of my friends was there, her name's Kimberly McLeod. She said, Jay, just get the help, you need it right now. I said, one night, only one night. And when she didn't return my call, I told her that I was going to call the police and report my daughter missing if she didn't produce my child.
And so what day did all this transpire?
She was supposed to be returned to me yesterday by 6 p.m. So the day before.
Okay, so the day before yesterday, you gave
her permission to keep Gigi overnight until 6 p.m. the next day. That was to allow her to go shopping and get some clothes and stuff because she could use them. And I need the help right now. I'm just getting back on my feet. I just got out of a marriage. I didn't want to even let my daughter go, and I should have followed my first mind. I have all of her information in my phone. If I could look at it and give it to you. I didn't just give my child to somebody. She actually walked across the street to the house I was at and knocked on the door and asked this after I filed my taxes. Then I got a report that I was made. So more than 5 times she asked me to keep my child.
This carefully crafted tale reeked of deception, a stark contrast to the hard evidence the officers had uncovered. But they didn't flinch. Instead, they let her talk, calmly probing deeper, handing her just enough rope to tighten the noose around her own lies.
Do you remember having a conversation where you asked this lady, supposedly Crystal with H&R Block, for money?
I never asked her for money. Why would I? I could get an advance on my taxes if I need.
So you never asked this worker or made any statements?
No, I went there to get a new card, and they were supposed to print me out one, and they didn't. So I was a little upset they didn't give me a new card. They mailed it, but I never asked anybody for money. I have income tax. Why would I?
When you said you don't know Crystal's last name?
I have everything in my phone. Like, I have not slept, I have not ate. I'm physically ill without my child.
Okay.
I secured housing for my baby so that she had a safe environment. I did everything I thought I was supposed to do, and I don't even know how this happened.
So, I mean, do you normally just...
I've never let my child stay out overnight, ever. Ever. This is the first time she stayed away from me. My daughter is my world. She's all I got, and I'm all she has. My sister is also friends with this Crystal, and my sister wants my child. And I can show you statements where she said that I need to go ahead and my lupus so she can get my Social Security check from my daughter.
No, what's your sister's name?
Her name's Amanda Donahue. All this was a plot. That's what I was trying to tell you. My sister called me yesterday at 3 p.m. and told me that I was going to be going to jail. And I said, why would I go to jail? And she was like, you'll find out. And she hung up in my face. I had no idea none of this was going on.
So, you had no idea where your daughter was?
She was supposed to be in St. Augustine at the outlet getting new clothes and stuff. That's the only reason I allowed her to go, was because she asked me to, she was like, Sister Woods, does Gigi have godmama? Can you let me be her godmama? I want to go get this little girl some clothes. I don't let people get my kids. She gave me her phone number, her home address, everything I had in my phone. I called her. I did not get a return call. Whenever I got the ban from H&R Block, I sent a message and I let her know that if my child was not produced by 6 p.m. as agreed, that I would be calling the police and reporting her missing.
So did you call the police?
You guys had already issued a warrant for me. I was supposed to meet with a DCF worker this morning at 9 a.m. to bring me my daughter.
But you're saying that your child was supposed to be returned to you at 6 p.m. last night.
And when I called DCF...
So why did you not contact police last night?
Because DCF contacted me and told me they already had my daughter and that they were bringing her to me at 9 a.m.
So DCF contacted you yesterday?
Yes, I have all that in my phone. I needed the help. I've been going to DCF to try to get housing and stuff. So like I said, I could use the help with the clothes and stuff. I never asked her for money, never.
Okay.
But like I said...
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanna?
What?
I'm just
No.
asking.
No. I would never sell my child. No. I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life. If I lost her, I would kill myself. I can't live without my baby.
But yet you didn't call police last night.
I called DCF, who told, I thought y'all were together.
Despite her desperate attempts to feign even a shred of concern for the child she had nearly auctioned off, the officers saw right through the act. And when the weight of her actions finally came crashing down, the consequences were laid bare, staring her dead in the face.
I mean, DCF is its own entity.
Do you
remember who you spoke to?
I have it all in my phone, yes. Can I have my phone so I can show you this?
Well, I don't have this on.
The other officers.
Yeah. So, but you don't remember the
It was
name?
a male. It was a male. I wrote all his information down. I have lupus. I have a brain tumor. I have a hard time remembering names. But I was told that DCF already had my daughter and that they were bringing her to me at 9 a.m. So I did not think that I had to call the police if she was in DCF's custody.
And that was this morning?
That was last night. Are y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
In the end, Jessica was charged with neglect and cruelty. Still on the list of worst mothers ever, we have this woman who chose booze and idle gossip over watching her child fight for their life while drowning.
I understand, but when you're questioning why somebody else is holding your daughter, that means that you should have been there to...
You left your daughter in the beach with a sibling that's 5 years old alone. And she was drowning. Someone had to take her out of the water.
I'm a good mom. I've never had a felony. I've never done drugs. I've never done anything.
On April the 23rd, 2023, officers rushed to a beach after receiving a distressing report. A little girl had nearly drowned, all because her mother had left her completely unsupervised.
You have another son with you?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 5.
All right, go to the beach and look for him.
No.
What's he wearing? What's he wearing?
Hold on.
Ma'am, what's he wearing?
He's here. That's what I'm saying.
Huh? Ma'am, get up first. Come over to our car.
Listen, we're like 5 adults here with 2 of my kids. I just came to take him to the beach.
I understand, but when you're questioning why somebody else is holding your daughter, that means that you should have been there to
But
be holding
literally,
your
we
daughter.
were all paying attention to, like, I was literally just leaving
Well, how
right
could
now.
everybody be paying attention if an honest citizen that
What
don't
is
even know
going
you
on right now?
just-
Like, I don't understand what's
That your
going on.
daughter
We're
was
literally
drowned
leaving
in the beach.
In the
You
beach.
left her with a 5-year-old brother, right?
What is going on?
Okay, you left your daughter in the beach with a sibling that's 5 years
I
old
was
alone.
literally watching them.
And she was drowning. Someone had to take her out of the water because she almost drowned. And you understand that?
Listen,
saying you're not a good man. I'm not saying you're a bad mom. I'm not saying that you're not a bad mom. I never said that. You stepped away from them. You left them
for like 5 minutes.
You left them with a 5-year-old, and she ended up drowned. That someone had to go into the water because she went too deep and she was taken in water and she almost drowned. And people on the beach had to step in and get her out from the water because she almost. Do you understand where we're at right now?
Where were you at that point?
I'm not saying
I was
that you're not
literally
bad.
right
I
there.
never said
I've
that.
been checking on her every 5 minutes. I brought a blanket, I brought water, I brought Coke, I brought everything for them to be comfortable for today. Literally last night was my birthday. Today I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend time with my kids. I've been with them all day. Like if that happened for like a second, I'm so stressed.
You know, like if that person didn't step in, she would have died.
I'm not a bad mom. I don't know what to tell you.
I never said that you're a bad mom. But what I'm saying is the severity of what occurred. You stepped away, she almost.
I understand. It's for a second. I understand that.
Soon the officers began gathering accounts from witnesses, piecing together the series of events that led to the terrifying ordeal. Each testimony painted a clearer picture. The woman was probably the worst mother they had ever come across.
So she was at my bar and she had the kids. And the truth is, when the friend got drunk, I think she thought the men were looking after the babies. She literally has had them the whole time. And if she was a parent, I would have said so. I'm a foster parent. I foster through Citrus. I've adopted. I'm very big on kids. She has had them the whole time. And so when her friend was stumbling drunk, these are her friend's shoes. I think it's her shoes. She took her to the bathroom because she's like, she's throwing up, you know? So that's, I don't want you to think that she wasn't just not being a mom.
Yeah. So where's the friend at now, or did she leave somebody else in charge?
So she went to go. Oh God, I don't want to cry. She went to go to take her to the bathroom. She's here with her brother and her friends. I think they assumed that the brother and the friend were going to be watching while they were in the women's room, because she literally just went. She was not. She's literally been there the whole time, and the kids were with her. I'm not trying to be funny, but they really were. So she wasn't not being a good mom.
Okay. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
What happened?
Somebody found her daughter. I understand
This is my
that.
friend.
All right. Somebody found her daughter in the water drowning. Some citizen, little girl, saw the baby drowning. Yeah, the baby's out. Yeah. She's wondering why somebody else is holding her daughter, and you're trying to tell her you were not there for her. That's why another citizen, a bartender, a waitress, is holding your child. Why doesn't she know that a citizen is not holding her child?
Yeah. Can I talk to her?
Just give me 1 second.
But I came to tell them that you guys took your friend to the bathroom,
Yes.
and in that moment, that's all it was. Like, it wasn't. She was in.
Who was in charge at that time?
Look, I went with her friend, and she was concerned. Like, if you just, where's her daughter? Can I make sure she's okay?
Yeah, she's with Sergeant Benedetti. He's over there underneath the tent.
Can I go over
Yeah,
there?
you can go over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Stay here, okay? Calm down.
This was just one of the incidents. She walked away thinking that the men are going to take care of it and watch the two kids, you know? Now, this lady flashed a badge in my face. I didn't read it. She just wanted to know what's going on, but apparently they're both friends, you know?
We can talk tomorrow because the statute is going to be like 15 minutes. I have to read the statute. I haven't made one of these cases.
Who's your friend here? She showed me a badge. Who does she work for?
She's my friend. She comes from Texas. She became a cop. My other friend is here from Tallahassee. It's a big birthday. I just brought
so she's a cop in Texas?
Yeah, I just brought my kids here to have a good time. I'm not drunk. I'm not anything. If I lost sight of her for a second, then it was a second. It had nothing to do with it.
But when you walked your friend, to the bathroom?
No, I never went to the bathroom. I was here. I was watching the whole time. I don't even know when this happened.
Well, little kids, it happens quick.
No, I know. But I brought a blanket. I brought drinks. I bought water. Like, this was our day. I don't know why I'm even here. Like, I didn't even know that was happening. I'm a good mom. Like, I've never had a felony. I've never done drugs. I've never done anything. Like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I respect you 100%. I respect your job and everything. I understand.
We're trying to match up why a citizen found your daughter in the water. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like,
She
not
came.
her own family.
No. We were here at the bar, and I brought them, and I put sunscreen on them and everything.
I understand that.
And I was watching them, and then she came to me because my kid didn't want to like share toys with her kid or something like that. And I'm like, listen, I brought enough toys for them to play together, you know? And she's like, oh, okay, then it's fine. Like, whatever, my kid will share. You get me? And I'm like, okay. And I was watching them the whole time. I really don't know why I'm here. Like, I'm like flabbergasted right here. We were literally leaving right now. Like, we were literally leaving right now. I don't understand. And she was really nice. She was like, okay, my kid will play with your kids, because my kid was frustrated because her kid didn't want to like share or whatever. They're f***ing 5, you know. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Listen, just share with my kid, whatever. I had a drink. I was paying attention to them.
She brought everything to the beach, everything except attention for her own children. So far, she had dodged accountability at every turn, but the officers let her rant, all while quietly shaping the fate that would soon come crashing down on her.
I looked every 5 seconds. They were fine. I don't know why I'm here.
The other gentleman, husband, boyfriend, whatever he is?
I don't know who he is. Wait, who?
No, with you in your group.
That's my brother.
Your brother, okay. Was he in charge of the kids? Or?
No. We were all together. Me, him, my best friends. They came out of town for my birthday. We were all looking out for them. There's no reason for us not to look out for them. If the other lady was complaining, then hey, that's on her. I don't know. I brought toys for them. I brought water. You can check my bag. I brought sodas. I'm a good mom. I don't understand.
If she was in the water, how far away were you?
We
were you at
were
the
literally
bar?
at the bar right here. I could see her all the time. Like, my best friend is her godmother. Like, she was like, oh, Ivy's playing. They would come to me every 5 minutes. I put water in his face so he can't tan his eye. Like, we were right there. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm not a bad parent.
Okay.
You can say anything about me, but I'm not a bad parent. Really. I love those kids. I don't know what's going on right now. I came for them to have a beach day. I work from home. I never leave my house. Their baby daddy's a firefighter. Like, we don't live for trouble. We take care of these kids.
No.
We're good parents.
Like I said, I don't know. The lady, the young girl, saw the baby struggling in the water. You know, so I don't. The time frame when your daughter went in the water.
Listen, it could be a second.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm a bad mother. It could be a second. I did it. She doesn't even get in the water, which mind blows me. She doesn't even like the water. She's scared. She literally stays in the sand. I was watching her the whole time. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a drink with my girls. They're here for me. They came out of town. It's my birthday. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have a drink. I was literally, you can have videos of me standing on the chair just looking, you know, where they are. I put sunscreen on them. I brought their bag. Like, these are my kids. These are my life. I would never, even seeing her holding my child is like, what the are you doing this on my child?
Well, that's what she brought the child all the way from the beach all the way to our patrol cars.
It was a second.
Nobody stopped
it was
her
a
to
second.
say, hey, that's
it was
my daughter,
a second.
my
I
child.
promise you. Listen, her godmother is with me. My best friend is with me. My brother is with me. We would never let anything happen to Ivy. That I'm in this situation is crazy.
And the two kids are brother sister.
Yes.
And how old is the little one?
He's only 5.
And
She's
no, the
only
younger
3.
One. She's 3.
Yes.
Okay.
And I appreciate her for looking out for my child and my child's life. Hey, maybe I was having a conversation with my best friend that I haven't had for a long time, and I lost second for a second, and I understand.
Okay. We're just get to the bottom.
You know what I mean?
Work it out.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you have your kids, and like you have your baby mama, and like you know, you just lose sight for a second because I don't have that moment anymore. I'm with them all the time. You get me? But I'm not a mom. I'm a great mom. You can talk to them individually, whatever you want to say. I don't care.
And roughly about how many drinks you had? Just one?
Just 3. Not even. I don't even drink like that. I literally don't drink. I work from home. I'm an insurance agent. I work for Medicare. I work for the government, and I don't appreciate that girl like talking to me like if I'm nothing.
Well, you should have approached her and asked her what's wrong or
I don't understand. We were cool.
That's why we were working it out.
Cool, and she's coming at me like I'm a piece of mom. I'm not a piece of shit. It's my birthday, it's Sunday, they have school tomorrow.
Yeah,
like, I didn't come for them to get her. Like, why is she acting like I'm a bad parent? I'm a great parent. You can ask anybody.
Speak with her real quick.
A mi hija.
Okay. Just get her name. Get her name and a phone number for her. Hold on. Okay, just chill. No. The more you argue, the more you're gonna be hyped up.
She's acting like she's a
No, she's
you
all
get
right.
what I mean?
know.
She's
But
acting like a superhero.
Yeah.
If this can happen to anybody.
I understand.
You understand? I give my life to these kids.
While her endless rants filled the air with empty noise, the officers stayed focused, tracking every crack in her story. She had come to the beach with her children, but instead of watching over them, she had slipped away to drink with friends, completely oblivious as her daughter fought for her life. And still the officers let her talk, knowing that the more she spoke, the more she entangled herself.
I don't have any help. My baby dad is a firefighter. He hasn't been there for me. I do it all by myself. I'm struggling. I came here to have a good time because I went to the store to buy them toys, to have them have a good time. You get me? My friends are here from the town. I don't have friends. I work from home. You get me what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for them to come is a big deal. For this baby acting like she's a Superman is crazy to me.
They're not being
And I understand. I understand, but it was a second.
I think he's in the woman's room, or ask Carlos right here in the blue shirt.
But it wasn't like I wasn't paying attention. I literally picked that spot to pay attention to them. I brought blankets. I brought everything. You can check my bag.
All right.
If it was 1 second, then it was 1 second. And I will never regret that. But I understand where she's coming from as like a pedestrian or whatever. And I appreciate her for saving my daughter, but it was 1 second.
All right. Let us work this all out, all right? Have a seat here. Just sit down here.
No, it's not okay because these are my kids, bro. I'm not a drug addict. I don't drink. I don't have a record. I do what I can for these kids. My baby that doesn't help me. You know what I mean? I do what I can. It was 1 second. If she complains about it, then bro, I thank her.
She's not complaining about it. She's not complaining about it. She's just telling us who was there for your daughter, you know?
And I literally, she could see me if there was cameras. I was setting them up. I put the blanket. I told them like, hey, I brought you toys. Just sit here. My
No. Oh, is that the drunk girl in the bathroom?
I've never been to the bathroom.
The bartender said they walked the girl to the bathroom.
I don't know. That's not me. That's not me.
Okay. The bartender said you were with a group, and then a group of girls walked an intoxicated girl to the bathroom.
No. I've never been to the bathroom.
But the bartender said you were part of the group.
No, I've been with him the whole time.
That's what he's saying. He's
bro,
saying
his name is Courtney. I told him, hey, if you want to hang out with us, that's fine. I'm not intoxicated.
I'm not saying you are, ma'am. I'm just. We gotta
listen to me.
We gotta work this all angles. Your angle, the bartender, the lady.
Listen to me. I would never drink this much if I'm with my kids. I'm with their godmother. I'm with my best friend. I would never. I'm with my brother. I'm with my brother's best friend. There's 5 adults available. There's no reason for this to happen. If this happened for a second, then it happened for a second, but we were there. My brother, we literally picked that spot to spot them. You get me?
Yeah. So you don't know the girl that's in the bathroom? Did you come with anybody that's missing from your party? That's drinking heavy?
It's just me, Shauna, and Melissa. That's it. And my brother and his friend. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. We all came together.
And one of the girls here, what's her name?
No, I don't know.
Shauna? No, the girl that showed me an ID. She had a badge. The Texas police officer.
That's Melissa. That's my bestest friend in the world.
Okay.
She had gone on and on about what a good mother she was, repeating it as if saying it enough times would make it true. But the officers were about to hold up a mirror, one that reflected not devotion but neglect. A woman who chose alcohol and idle gossip over the very children she brought into this world.
Man, stand up for me.
Turn around.
Back, right?
Why am I getting arrested for? What am I getting arrested for?
Child neglect, ma'am.
What? What child neglect for what? I love my kids. What are you talking about?
I understand you love your kids. Accidents happen, right? If it wasn't for that bystander, we'll be doing a death.
What are you talking about?
This way?
It's my birthday and I came to take my kids to the beach. Like it was a second. What are you talking about?
Watch your foot.
You don't mind watching her, ma'am. Sorry.
No, I'm watching.
The other friend, there's another friend in the toilet that came with this party. She's going to the hospital. She's extremely drunk.
Oh.
She almost got taken by some random dude and probably got taken to manager if that would have occurred. So she's going to the hospital now. She says she's with her. Maybe not. She's extremely toxic. She's going to be going to jail today.
Okay. And you're taking her where?
To the Plantation Key Jail, and I'll give you the address. Were you present when the child was drowned by the beach?
No, I just got here right now.
Yeah, so she left. She thought her brother was watching the kids. She left the little girl with her 5-year-old brother. She drowned it, and someone had to go into the water and take her out of the water before she...
Pardon me? The charge will be child neglect, is I believe what deputy said. Huh?
Why?
They'll explain it to you in a minute.
I'm a good mom. You guys are just putting someone in the system for no reason. My kids are good. I take care of them by myself. Their dad isn't even in the picture like that.
She has, check to see if she has keys and an ID on her, so some random dude. If you don't mind. Thanks, Espinosa.
I'm going to roll up the window, ma'am, if you're going to start yelling.
Listen to me.
I'm willing to roll the window and talk.
I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. I'm a good person.
Okay, just
I
talk.
don't deserve to be here.
All right.
I'm a good person.
Don't get worked up. Don't get overexhausted from it, you know?
I know that you deal with this on a daily basis. I watch your house.
Right.
I brought them to the beach.
I can't say you are a good mom or a bad mom. I can't
Listen to me.
You know, I'm not judgmental
My best friends
on
are here from out of town. It's my birthday. My kids came with me. I brought them with me. I went to the dollar store. I brought them toys. They were fine. I was watching them every 5 seconds. If that said something that's crazy. And I'm happy that she saved my child, you get what I mean? But I'm not a bad mom. I promise you, I'm not a bad mom.
There's a lady back there trying to say that she's for the girl.
What do you mean, a card or a
no,
card?
a lady came back and said she talked to an officer and she's here for the little girl. But I need to talk to one of you.
Oh, maybe it's the aunt. I don't know.
I need to make sure I'm not.
Check with the tall guy, Deputy Guerrero. Your brother would take the children.
Yes, I know.
She only had one drink. A bunch of random people bought her and they've been gone. That's what she told us.
One drink?
So, someone else bought her drinks. So, she only bought one herself. Someone else was supplying her with booze, and this is what we get.
You can't look out the back window and look in the ambulance? See if that's your friend wearing turquoise shorts? She said that's your friend.
With like a blue skirt?
Yeah, like a blue skirt, shorts.
She's my best friend. She's here for me.
Is that the one you brought to the bathroom?
Yeah. No, I didn't go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I just thought, yeah, okay.
I was here the whole time. They went to the bathroom because they needed to go, but I didn't need to go. I didn't drink like that.
All right.
I was just taking care of the kids. They were fine.
No, I just wanted to make sure that if you could see if that was your friend or not.
No, that's fine. She's my friend. That's fine.
Yeah.
She came from Tennessee or something to drive for my birthday.
Do you know her name?
No, she didn't give me nothing. She couldn't just, she just
I'm
kept
just trying to
barfing.
if that's her friend or not.
Her name is Shauna.
Her name is Shauna?
Where are the kids? Jaden should be okay.
What's your brother right now?
Literally looking at them.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
What's her name?
Shauna Diaz.
Shauna Diaz. Yeah, they're friends.
Okay.
So they walked her to the bathroom, I guess.
I met you. I'm not even drunk. My kids walked away from one for 1
He's someone else.
second.
No, he's just a security guard. He's not a bartender. He's not
When we
nobody.
got here, he literally told me, "Oh, hey, you guys can't park here," and I said, "Okay." And my brother,
Yeah, they're friends together.
I'm not a bad person. You guys are wasting money on a good person. I don't want to be here right now.
Even in the back of the deputy's vehicle, she didn't stop protesting, blindly defending herself without realizing she was only making things worse. The officers, however, stayed patient, asking strategic questions and letting her own words pile up against her.
Trust us, we don't want to be here either.
I understand that, and I understand that you guys are just doing your job, but I'm not the one. Oh, I'm not the one. I promise you, I'm not the one.
I'm not being judgmental on this one incident, you know.
I don't understand.
There's a deputy in charge of the case.
It could happen.
It could happen to me. It could happen to anybody.
It could happen to anybody, bro. That was not what I came here for. I'm not supposed to be a handcuff because I'm Ivy's mom, bro.
What did the other girl have to drink?
No.
The Diaz?
Shauna?
Yeah.
Not even the same as me and the same drink as me.
But they found her passed out in the female bathroom.
What?
Yeah, she was the one in the bathroom.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I just checked it with the other officer. What was her name? You know?
No way.
And you described her curly hair,
Blue eyes.
her blue skirt or blue pants.
Skirt, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Listen, we went out yesterday. My kids were
Mm-hmm.
He gets them every other weekend. And I told him it was my weekend. And she didn't pass out. She's literally here from Tallahassee for me. And she slept over at my house and everything. And we weren't up at all. We got up at 9 in the morning. We're here. You get me?
Yeah.
So that she's passed out, that's crazy to me. But Melissa, I'm sure she's not passed out. She's not. She was literally leaving here to go and meet her man and her family at a family barbecue. I was gonna leave here with my brother to go home. My brother wasn't even drinking like that because he's a driver. Security told us to move our car because we weren't supposed to park there, and he said okay, and he moved it. If anything, my baby daddy's a piece of shit, but I'm a good mom. I can't not be there for my babies, bro. I have no reason to be in this car right now. I have no reason. I have a good job. I'm a life insurance agent. I got my license. I went to school. There's no reason for me to be here, bro.
What's he doing? What's wrong with the guy?
He continues to be a problem, wanting to go in the bathroom, wanting to go in the ambulance to get his paperwork. Now he says he's not getting up from there. He doesn't want to go get his stuff. He doesn't want to answer nothing. He just wants
Who's he with? That girl?
Yes. Well,
that's his girlfriend?
She says she doesn't know him. She just met him here.
No, I think they're together. That's her brother's friend. What's your brother's friend's name? Marlon. You have tattoos?
I'm a good person. I've never had a record in my life. I'm nervous to go to even the judge room for a ticket. I pay ticket clinic for me not to even go. And like, you get what I mean? I would never, bro.
Well, you got one sick friend. I think she may go to the hospital, so let's hope she's okay.
Who?
Your friend that was in the thing.
No way.
She's being transported? No.
Yeah.
She's going, yeah.
Hey, there's a hit and run in the parking lot.
I know. In the back parking lot? Huh? What do you need?
Her friends are anything like
Her friend is right here.
Oh, how are you? Do you have your phone? Her phone by any chance?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
She has everything. She has my bag. She has the kids' stuff. She has everything.
Okay.
I just came to help meet kids.
I'll check in the bathroom again. I didn't see anything.
CFFHP, outside the gate.
Where's my son? Is my son over?
Yeah, he's taking care of you.
Where's my daughter?
Same spot with your son.
Are they with Melissa? I can't survive in jail, bro. They kill me, bro. I'm not a jail type of bitch. I f***ing graduated and I'm a good mother. Why am I in here?
Half of the dude's car is in the street.
Whose?
The dude up there?
Yeah.
Half of his car is in the street. And I look at it. They took his mirror off. Oh. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, they took my mirror off. I go, you park in the middle of the street. Oh, but this is a parking. I go, no, it's not. It's the street. Who's coming for the baby?
Yeah, who's got the kids? That's what she's asking.
We're calling one of her brothers.
By now it was clear, no amount of self-righteous talk could save her. As others reached out, things only got messier, and her reaction was nothing short of pitiable. What should have been a birthday was now a straight path to a jail cell.
I wouldn't give him any keys.
Don't give him keys. Unless, hey, you can go to jail too for DUI.
Oh, no. For sure, no.
Let me know.
I'm in jail.
Okay, but just relax.
I don't know what I did, bro.
Okay, but just relax. We're already sorting it out. Okay, but we're already sorting it out. Just relax.
I didn't do anything. Yo.
I know.
Just
relax.
I know.
All right,
if you don't calm down, it's gonna get worse. But just relax. We already. But just relax.
Just go ahead and walk away for a minute. Look, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna explain it to his for the children.
Because we already talked to mom. Relax.
Mom's gonna.
They're taking them home.
No, she's fine.
Mom's gonna be so mad. I didn't do anything.
Just relax. We already explained everything.
I didn't do anything.
All right, I'm gonna roll up the window.
We're gonna keep you in there forever.
All right, go walk away from me, sir. Watch your friend so you don't get a DUI.
To relax, bro.
I'm a good mom, please.
And then we call your mom. Your mom knows already.
Okay.
And the baby's parent, the baby's dad. So they all know.
There's no reason for them to know I'm a great mom.
I'm not saying you're a good mom. You made a mistake.
Bennett.
You made a mistake.
Mr. Bennett.
You made a mistake.
Listen to me. I'm not made a mistake. I don't drink. I don't drink. I'm a great mother. If that talking about me, then that's on her. And I appreciate her for saving my child's life. But I was there. I've never been in trouble. I've never, ever.
I can't say that. I mean,
listen to me.
I'm just
you can
seeing
check
two
my
things.
record. I've never been in trouble. My mom is a f***ing. Listen to me. I've never been in trouble. I've always tried to just to make that woman proud. I've never been in trouble. I've never even gotten a f***ing ticket. And if I do, I go to corporate and I shit myself. I've never been in trouble. My life for my kids. I don't know what is happening.
Good, you?
Can I just tell her something?
Go ahead.
Please.
Melissa, I didn't
listen to me. Listen to me.
Just stay back for me.
Okay, okay. Listen. No, don't talk.
Okay, I'm not talking, but
I got
didn't
you.
do anything, Melissa.
Just calm down, okay?
I'm a good mom, Melissa.
I know you are.
Why am I in
Trust
this
me.
car right now? Melissa!
I'm not gonna help. I'm gonna go up. She did this to her brother. I tried to give her a chance, and she doesn't want to listen.
Gavin,
There's a second chance I'm giving her.
Calm down. Look
I
at
didn't
me.
do anything. I bought toys for Hype.
Stop.
I'm a mom.
I got you.
Melissa.
Stop.
I don't.
This is not the time.
All those kids have.
We got them. I got you. I got you. I got you.
I lost
Trust
track of them
me.
for a second, Melissa. We sat there for a reason, bro.
I
We
know.
sat there for a reason.
But look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Focus. Focus. Focus, Jacqueline.
Back of this car.
Look at me.
Melissa, for no
Jacqueline,
reason.
look at my eyes. Stop.
I understand.
Jacqueline.
My kids, Melissa.
We got you.
You know your friend went to the ambulance, right? The
Yes,
other girl?
that's her friend.
Her friend.
Yes.
Okay.
They already took her?
Yeah, they took her
Do you know to which?
Mariners Hospital, Tabernacle.
Mariners. Okay. Yeah, because her family is like in Tallahassee. She just came down for her birthday. I live in Texas now.
And the
I'm a
brother had another
officer.
friend that walked away down the parking lot, and we don't know where he
I don't know about him.
Right.
I'm her daughter's godmother, okay? I know this doesn't relate to you, but she's literally their provider. This was a one-time incident. I got them. We got them. My mom's there. We're good. You just need to relax. Trust me. Listen, look at me.
I make cuts!
Stop.
I make cuts, Melissa!
Stop. Javelin.
Do me a favor, just walk away from me, please. I'm gonna roll up the window.
I respect you.
All right, thank
I'm
you.
a pro officer. I respect you, okay?
All right, I gave her a chance with her brother. I gave her a chance with you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Sorry about all this, man.
I just don't want to go to jail and I'm going to survive it.
Man, I guarantee, ma'am, I worked 5 years in jail. Listen to me.
In the end, she was charged with intent to mistreat a vulnerable adult. Yet another disgraceful example of motherhood gone wrong. Rosanna, constantly intoxicated, who beat and even choked her kids on their birthday for no reason at all.
Our mom got mad at us, and she said that she was taking us out. She choked Jada, and this morning she was also hitting me, and she hit me this afternoon.
How did she choke you?
She went like this, and she wouldn't let go until I gave her my phone.
Kick your feet in. Okay, kick your feet in.
No, this is wrong.
On July the 18th, 2021, authorities rushed to a Florida home after receiving a chilling call, one that would expose a mother whose cruelty knew no bounds, leaving even the most seasoned of officers shaken.
How you doing? Alright, so how you doing? Good. Just give me a few minutes, okay? How you doing? Yes. Yes. What's up?
The girls, can my kids go in the truck if they're leaving?
I don't need them to be involved in anything extra.
How about you step back here with me and talk with me?
I'm gonna go this way. Can we go this way?
Yeah.
They can stand under the porch out of this door.
Right,
yes, sir. Thank you. My kids go in the truck. Is that okay?
Let's talk over
They're
here.
12 years old.
We'll deal with that in a second. Let's talk over here. Let's go over there.
I called you.
Okay, so what's going on?
Today is my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
She's turning 13.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this is a problem, but like, apparently when you turn 13, you're entitled. I don't. Because my dad is my house. Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't have a car because I got in a wreck with a semi on June 1st. I can show you the paperwork for this.
No, that's fine.
However, my dad is here to pick my daughters up unannounced for their birthday, which is okay for their birthday, right?
Yes.
I'm the mom. I have full custody.
Yes.
My husband is on the phone right now. I'll put him on speaker. My husband's on the phone.
Okay.
He lives in Charlotte. I have full custody. I have raised these girls by myself for the last 4 years.
Okay, so what's the issue with him coming to get him?
He's controlling.
So you don't want him to come get him now?
This is his house, though.
5884 is going to be in
So I don't know what to do.
8470.
He said he's going to take them out for their birthday? For her birthday?
No.
Reporting party is advised.
Is or he isn't?
No, he's not taking them out for their birthday. He wants to get this resolved so he can go to the bar.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
I don't know what to do right now.
Well, what can I help you with?
Make him leave, please. And how long do I have for me to move out?
Whenever you want.
Nope. I'm not a squatter. This is my dad, okay?
If you want to move out, we can move out. That's up to you.
I can move out anytime. But how long legally do I have?
Whenever, if he evicts you, then he evicts you. Then
He's gonna do it tomorrow or Monday.
that's a whole process. That can take weeks.
Months.
Weeks or months, it could.
Yeah, I know. I know. But this is his house. I rent from him. I do.
Okay.
So this is his house. But he can't legally come inside my home.
Okay.
Even though I rent, right?
Okay.
You have to have a notice.
There's certain laws, yeah, landlord-tenant laws. Yeah.
So what is my law for him coming into my home?
He has to give notice.
How much notice?
I'm not too sure. I have to review the statute. But he does have to give notice.
I know. I'm not trying to ask for this, but he wants to take my kids too. I'm a good mom. And I know Florida is a mother's state.
Okay. You don't want him to take him out somewhere?
No. No.
But you're clearly inebriated. You're under the influence of alcohol.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can smell it. We're not going to argue about it.
Okay.
We're not going to argue about it.
Listen.
So
I'm the mother.
What's wrong with him just taking him out for a little bit?
He doesn't do this. He didn't do this when I was a kid either.
Well, this is them. This isn't you. Maybe he just wants to...
So the grandfather wants it to be better for the grandchild?
Hey, it's possible. Do you have an issue with him taking them out?
Yeah, because he hasn't been here to be a grandfather in like 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust him with my kids.
So it's a yes or no?
I don't trust him.
The thought that a mother could be the very one standing in the way of her daughter's special birthday with her granddad was alarming enough. But when the officers questioned the granddad and the kids, things took a turn for the worse. What started as concern quickly unraveled into something far more complicated.
All right. So, what's going on? Are you coming over here for them to take them somewhere, or what?
No. What time did y'all call me this morning? About noon?
Okay.
They called me about noon.
About 1:30.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they can speak for themselves. They're very intelligent.
Okay. So what happened?
I mean, I'd rather them tell you, but I know exactly what happened.
This morning.
You want to give us a few seconds? I gave you the opportunity to talk
I'm
with you.
here in my own vicinity. Yes.
Well, y'all want to walk out there and talk with me then?
Their father.
6197.6.
Could
Could you stay 1012 with her for me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Just tell me what happened. Just talk a little lower, that way she won't hear you. Cause
this afternoon, our mom was drunk and she wasn't really paying attention, and that's been for a couple of days. So we decided to go to our grandpa's for like a couple hours, and then we came back, and our mom got mad at us. And she said that she was kicking us out, and she ripped Jada's LED lights, and she choked Jada. And this morning she was also hitting me, and she hit me this afternoon too. So we called our grandpa, and then she locked the doors, and we were over there.
She isn't letting us grab any of our things.
They were at my house for about 3 hours. They packed their backpacks and they walked halfway to my house. I live over on 110th. And they called me because she's got asthma. And asked me if I could grandma.
and this happened today.
This morning.
She choked you. Let me see your name. When did she do this?
10, 15 minutes ago.
Well, I don't know because they stayed at my house, like I said, for 3 or 4 hours, and then they said, well, we got Amazon stuff coming, pop that we ordered, and we're afraid that Mom's going to get it, and we ain't going to find it tomorrow, and this and that. Will you take us back home? And then she said, I got a doctor's appointment Wednesday for my iron to be checked. Can you take me to the doctor's Wednesday? I said, if you guys really want to go back home, that's fine. I'll take you back home. But if you need any help, you call me. Okay. So I brought them back 30 minutes ago, maybe 45, and then within 20 minutes they called me.
Okay. Well, I'll speak with you first. Over here. Okay. We can walk over a bit further over here. We just want to talk with you, away from everybody else. So what happened when you got back over here? You got dropped off by your grandfather, is that what happened?
Yeah, he dropped us off, and then I went into my mom's room, and I told her that we basically like went to her dad's house or my grandpa's house for like a couple hours, and she got mad and she screamed at me, and she said that if I wanted to leave the house, I could leave, and that she's kicking me out. And I said okay, and then she wouldn't let me grab any of my belongings. And then when I tried to walk out with my phone, she tried to grab my phone. I told her she doesn't have the right to grab my phone because she was drunk when she made that decision. And she choked me until I gave it to her.
Where were you at when she choked you?
Up there.
On the patio. How did she choke you?
She went like this, and she wouldn't let go until I gave her my phone.
Were you able to breathe during that time? No. Did you pass out? Black out? You did. You said you did or didn't pass out?
I almost did. I fell on the floor. I was still conscious, but I fell on the floor.
Okay, you are weird. Let me see your neck again. All right, give me. Move your hair on this side. All right, give me 1 second. Let me grab paper, okay? Spell your first name for me. And you live here with Mom. And what's a good, you said you have a cell phone, what's a good phone number for you?
These revelations alone had been enough to warrant her arrest, but the officers remained patient, calmly urging the children to speak. And when they did, things started to get worse for the abusive mother.
And what's your name?
My dad does not have rights. He does not have paper. I have not signed a paper.
Okay. So what happened when you grandpa dropped you off? What happened after that?
After Grandpa dropped us off?
Yeah.
Well, we walked up to our house, and our mom was still drunk or whatever, and she still is, but she was sleeping, and we woke her up and we told her what happened, and that we were over there for about 3 hours. And then she got all mad at us. She was like, "You're throwing me under the bus, blah, 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 blah." And then she said something about she was gonna kill the dog. And then she got all mad and she ripped all of my sister's LED lights off the wall. And then she took my sister's phone. And while she was taking my sister's phone, they were on the porch, and my sister wouldn't give it up. So my mom decided to choke her until she couldn't breathe. So then she would give it up. And I was standing up for my sister, and she kept slapping me.
Okay, when she slap you?
When?
Where?
On my nose and my face.
Okay. Did she slap you on that side of your face? On this side?
It was probably like on both. I don't really know.
What's your first name? And
62-1-4-6.
and then Grandpa, can I get your first name? Alright, let me go speak with Mom again.
The seasoned officer returned, but this time he wasn't just asking questions, he was laying traps. And with every answer she gave, the chains of justice tightened around her.
You want to speak with me back on the porch?
No, he's on the phone with my husband.
Okay. Well, I just need to
My
talk.
legal husband. So my husband has rights before my dad.
Okay. So,
No, I don't need to go on the porch. I'm waiting for him to get off the phone with my husband.
okay.
We're still married. We've been married for 15 years. So
So what happened when your daughters got back home? Because they left there at the grandfather, then they came back. What happened?
I don't know why the went to him at all, because they don't. The only reason they went is because they wanted the money for their birthday.
So when they came back, what happened?
Nothing. They told me what happened. They told me, hey, I walked all the way there, Papa did this. It's not the right reason for a kid to go and see a grandparent. It's not the only reason that, this is actually the only reason they see him.
Okay. Did you get into an argument with them when you came back, when they got back here?
No, not an argument, like a conversation, yes.
Okay. What happened during that conversation? What was it about?
Nothing. I sat on my bed, they sat in the chair, they were telling us in my room, and I asked them why they had to go to Papa just to get money. It's not right. I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't want my kids to think that they need to go to see my dad, just for money. That's wrong.
Was there some sort of physical altercation that took place?
No.
No? Nothing physical, just you talking to your kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me grab some information from you.
Sir, my husband, what he did? He's on his way?
Well, he's in another state. You're aware of this, right? So
I do know he lives in the Carolinas, yes.
Yeah, so
it takes 8 hours to get here.
Get down here.
I would rather my husband take my kids as opposed to my dad. My dad's gonna coach.
What's your first name?
Rosanna. Rosanna.
What's your middle initial?
What'd she say? What'd she say?
Hold on. They're talking about something else. What's a good phone number for you? I didn't hear it. What's a good phone?
My dad has a... No.
I don't know what it is. What's a good phone number for you?
Jana, shut the up. money pit for my kids. This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing.
And then you live here at this address?
There's a Miranda law, and he had a warrant, but he doesn't anymore. I took that felony for him.
Just hang out right here.
That was over 6 years ago.
Give me a few minutes.
Why do you want my kids? Why do you want my kids?
Hey, just hold on.
No, why do you want my kids?
I'll talk to you down here.
The officer left no stone unturned, urging the children to describe their painful experience in detail. Even the heartbroken grandfather couldn't hold back, finally speaking his mind.
Hey, you said you see a bruise on her teeth?
Could y'all step over here for me? Both of you? If you could just move your hair for me. See right there on that side. And then you turn that way for me.
Vehicle's going to be a black four-door Chevy car.
So, which one had the armor in there?
Bro, 974, can you clarify about the registered owner?
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get the one with the neck down?
Sitting? Yeah, what's that mark there? It's right there.
That's been there for a little while, but this morning she was slapping me all around my face, and then she said if I didn't hit her, then she would hit me more. And then I was standing up for my sister this afternoon, and she hit me more on my nose.
Okay. Give us a few seconds, okay?
Going over 100 miles per hour.
If I could just get pictures of both of you, if you could turn that way, and I'll take a picture of the side of the face from you.
Joshua Lagston.
And then if I can get you to come over here
If I any further 1043 is
look up into that way. Okay.
Is there any way that you could get my phone back? She has it.
I can't. If it's your mom, I can't get the phone back. So as everything that leads up to her taking your phone from you, there's nothing we can do because you guys are juveniles, obviously. But going to the extreme of choking you, that's a different story. So I'll talk with Grandpa real fast. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, I've been dealing with this for about 6 years.
Is she always inebriated?
Pretty much. And they moved from, they lived at my house for a year and a half, no rent, nothing.
All
three of them, yeah. And I lived here with my girlfriend. This is her house.
Okay.
And then they up and moved back to North Carolina. And they moved in with Mark's parents. And after about 3 months, they threw them out, and they were living in a hotel. And I gave them money to come back down here. And then they moved in here.
Okay.
And so she's got a felony on her record, too, because that guy there, he got caught, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago down in Lady Lake. Lake County.
If they're using like either real time
and she went to court and did her side of it because they arrested both of them. And then they came back. She came back here, but then she moved to Tahoe with some guy. She got pregnant out there. She came back here and had an abortion. She's had 2 abortions. And now she just yelled out, well, I don't care about you girls anyways because I got twins I'm carrying because I'm pregnant. So she probably is pregnant again. Okay. I got her a job at Paul Davis Restoration because I own Slim Construction. I'm a construction guy right now. I got her a job at Paul Davis Restoration. It lasted about 3 months. She liked to party, go out, run around, whatever. She lost that job. I got her a job with Suncool down in Lady Lake. It lasted about a month. She had a job before that with the Bank of America as a bank manager. And I've been telling her, Rosie, you got to change your life. These girls ain't living the right kind of life. And she doesn't like it because I'm right.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't come to them. They came to me today. Yeah. For her to say, well, I just want them to, you know, last time when she went to Carolinas, they put her in a psych ward. That guy called the cops on her. I had to go up there, drive up, and get her out of there to bring her back here, to reestablish her here. And that's when she moved into my house, and everything was good for about a year, year and a half, and then she started all this stuff again.
Yeah. Unfortunate part is, you know, she may be looking at running around tonight just choking it on her. So that's where we're at with it.
Well, when they called me to come back and get him this time, she was on the phone with me, and she's telling me that Jada's her exact words was, you come get these kids, I don't want these kids, this, that, and the other. But now she's saying the other way about it, about Mark coming here. He has no living quarters for him. And like I I said, I know he's got a warrant for him in Lake County.
Okay. So we're give me a second.
At this point, the officers had no other doubts in their mind about how terrible Rosanna had been as a daughter and a mother. But this time, her sin has searched her out. Without further ado, her reality came, and she couldn't stomach it.
Do y'all want to hang out in the car for a second?
In the car?
Yeah. She's coming up.
Coming up the dog wall on baseline with the vehicle description. It's going to be a black head corridor occupied by a white male.
Wait. Stay.
But I just wanted to ask you again, what happened when they came, when they showed up there?
CJ, you're on speaker, okay? I'm listening. You hear me? What? I'm sorry.
What happened again when they came here? From your...
My kids have full custody of them. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, we just want to know if there's a physical altercation that happened when they got here with you.
No.
Did you guys...
No, there's no physical altercation. I don't touch my kids. My dad used to do this to me, and I will never be that.
Well, we are going to end up putting you in.
Whoa, what? Hold on, wait. What? No. Why are you doing this? No, I have pets. Why are you putting me in cuffs right now? Why are you putting me in cuffs, sir? I want... Why are you putting me in cuffs?
So I'm going to read them to you again, okay?
I can call my lawyer.
Are you requesting a lawyer? Is that what you said? Okay, it's down in 10-4.
What did I do?
Alright.
I'm at home. I didn't touch nobody. My dad paid you?
But you will be
My dad paid
arrested
you?
for child abuse.
For what?
Child
Are you...
Nope.
I just said no. I just said I did not touch my kids.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Alright, let's go.
Really?
Let's go.
Really?
Yes, we're serious.
You. All you. I would never. I don't touch my kids. Are you kidding me? He used to hit me. Why are you kicking me down? I never called the cops on him.
Take a seat for me.
Oh.
Take a seat. Kick your feet in. Okay, kick your feet in.
No, this is wrong.
Okay, kick your feet in.
Is this like elder if you put my foot in?
Are you elder?
I'm 35.
Not really.
Why are you doing this to me?
Go and kick your feet in for me.
He used to hit me.
Go and kick your feet in here. He's going to pull you in on the other side.
This is
All right,
he's taking my kid for the ride.
Are you putting the feet in? All right, come on.
In the end, she was charged with child abuse. Next is the case of 11-year-old Gannon Storch, whose life was tragically cut short by his stepmother, someone who harbored deep resentment toward him, yet pretended to know nothing about his disappearance.
I'm getting charged with what now?
We found enough, you call it probable cause.
Okay.
It was for the murder.
What murder?
Gannon stuff.
So Gannon is murdered.
That's what the evidence shows.
We're inspecting the bridge, found that suitcase down there, decided we'd open it to see if anything was in it. Body rolled out.
On the 27th of January 2020, Colorado Springs police officers received a very call. A woman identified as Leticia Storch called in to notify the cops that her 11-year-old stepson had failed to return home after leaving their residence to visit a friend. Following the reports, the officers promptly commenced an investigation that they didn't know would lead them into a never-ending maze filled with unusual twists and turns, crowned by the ultimate betrayal of an 11-year-old by the very person who was expected to protect him.
El Paso County 911. My son was supposed to be home at 6 o'clock, and it's almost 7. He's only 11.
Okay. What's his name?
Gannon.
When was he last seen?
Maybe around like 3:30, maybe.
Has this ever happened before?
No. So we went to the neighbor's house. My daughter just went to Stingray Park, and he's not there.
And who was the last person to see him?
I guess me.
Letitia had everything planned out and had done all that was humanly possible to make sure that the missing boy wasn't traced back to her. But she had one big problem. She was the last person known to have seen Gannon alive, making her the first point of call. Although she claimed he'd gone out to her friends, the boy was known to be an introvert who always preferred staying indoors playing video games. It was the knowledge of this fact that began the process of opening several cans of worms that his stepmom had carefully concealed. However, the biggest problem the officers had was that the many puzzle pieces were looking impossible to piece together. As earlier mentioned, since Letitia was the last person known to have seen Gannon alive, she was brought in for questioning. It was the loopholes in her story, which are different from what she had stated in the emergency call, that began to give the cops the belief that they could unravel the mystery behind the missing boy.
Take me through Sunday into Monday and be as detailed as possible.
Sunday, Gannon had started a candle. The fire thing went off. It started saying fire, 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 fire. So then I see smoke coming up from the downstairs. So then I ran back downstairs to get Gannon. Fire was on the floor over here, then on the sofa. There was covers everywhere. I take a whole bunch of them and I go and like basically smash down on the sofa and the fire to put it out. Honestly, we were gonna fix the carpet and try to like not say anything. Albert freaks out about every little thing. So that's where Sunday kind of like stopped and everybody went to bed.
Since she was asked to give a rundown of what had transpired in the home some days prior to her stepson's disappearance, she was well aware that it would be smart to build up a story with a good plot, as she wanted to introduce a new detail which she had failed to report to the cops in her call.
And I know there's two things I gotta fix. Number one, I need to fix the carpet, and number two, I need to figure out, does Gannon need to go get like some burn cream or whatever. Larson Ranch is a bunch of new builds, like construction. So I pulled up and I was like, hey, do you know where you can get the carpet that is in the Larson Ranch model home? So we got the carpet from the guy in the construction area. Well, I didn't get it then. He said he was going to bring it to me. So I gave him the address, and this is where I messed up. I gave him our code to get in because he was going to go fix it. And me and Gannon left. We went some places around town.
By stating that there was someone else in the home when Gannon went missing, Letitia was hoping to direct the officer's suspicions to a new and non-existent suspect. This way, she'd be able to slip under the radar, at least for now.
We started to head home. As we got inside, I heard something. And I just started walking downstairs, opened the storage closet, and he was standing in there. He had on gloves. He had one of the guns. And I was terrified. So terrified. And then he just knocked me down and he was hitting on me and he was trying to like rape me. It's all my fault because I gave him our code to fix the carpet. Okay. And I shouldn't have.
Unfortunately for the crazy stepmom, the thing about telling lies is that more lies are needed to cover them. And more lies, although exposing loopholes in a well-constructed story, are somewhat limited in supply. By mentioning that she was attacked by some stranger who her intimately, herself in the leg, and her castle of lies would soon come crashing down.
I swear to God, I don't know what happened from there. I really don't know. I kind of like blacked out just a little bit.
We had talked earlier about whether or not it would be able to take action at this point as far as like gathering evidence, whether it had been too long, and I told you that it wasn't. Is that something that you're willing to do?
Yes, definitely. I would do anything for you to figure out who Eduardo is.
We'd like to get you over to the hospital for that.
No, I would totally do that, but I really am. I just want to get some food and take a minute, and I can drive myself to the hospital. Okay, you said I was free to go.
Are you wanting to leave right now?
I'm really hungry. I'm thirsty. Look at my lips; they're chapped.
Can you give me just a few minutes?
She said that I would be able to go.
And I'm not saying that you can't. I'm asking if you can give me a few minutes. That's all.
I can. If you can, you just call me, or I have to maintain my mental health in this whole situation.
It would be better to get the forensic exam
I'm not
done
going over there like
before you
not
take a shower.
not like cleaned. I'm not doing that. That's disgusting. I'm not doing that. But I will gladly go.
But you realize that's how we gather evidence, right? So if you go take a shower right now, and I understand that you're like uncomfortable, I would like to get you over to the hospital to get the exam done.
Okay, well, then I'm driving myself there.
Her reluctance to undergo an examination was one of the earliest signs that she knew more than she was telling the cops. But this was just the beginning. It was when they arrived at the hospital that Letitia began to feel that the heat was getting a bit too much for her to bear. But being a smart woman, she wasn't about to simply give up. At least not after considering what was at stake if the cops were somehow able to link the missing boy to her.
Sit down on the couch.
Sir, I can't breathe. I'm just asking you to open the door.
Now we're going to have to call you an ambulance because you said you got chest pain.
I just told you I have chest pains. It's claustrophobic.
Okay,
I couldn't breathe.
so we're going to call you an ambulance. Yeah, well, you weren't claustrophobic until...
Excuse me. I take lorazepam every day, and if I don't take it, I could have a panic attack.
Not being able to directly tie the missing boy to her, the officers let her go, but the investigation was far from over. No one had any details about the missing boy yet. For Letitia, her lies had done more to expose her tracks than hide them. In addition, her demeanor was nothing like a woman who was grieving. As a result, her husband, Gannon's biological father, determined to find out the truth about his son, agreed to let the cops record several phone call conversations with his wife. It was the inconsistencies in her new story during the phone call that put the officers on a proper trajectory in finding out the truth about Gannon.
If you know it's an accident, are you going to stand by me?
Yes, absolutely, Tisha.
I'm sorry for all the stories. I just didn't know what to do. So we were going to get your look at him and get your bike. I was like, get it right. It was really big, so the guy was helping. And he fell off of it and he got hurt bad. He was bleeding.
Where was he bleeding from?
His arms, his knees, his hands. I didn't have a phone to call 911. They're supposed to be taking him back and I called 911.
So the guy took him to take him to 911? The Craigslist guy? Quincy Brown or whatever.
Yeah, I swear to God, Quincy's real.
What I'm trying to work out with you here is just the freaking truth.
Alfred, I'm calling you. He hurt Gannon. I was tied.
Okay, well, who is he? Who tied you up? Who did this? You didn't do it. Who did it? Who hurt Gannon? Who has Gannon?
Alfred, they're gonna kill me.
Who is they? These are the questions I need to know.
He first told me his name was Eduardo, but it's not. It's Quincy Brown.
At this point, the inconsistencies in her story were getting overwhelming and could only point to one thing. Letitia had a hand in her stepson's disappearance and was only trying to lay one layer of lies upon another. It was now only a matter of time before the cops had enough evidence to nab the lying stepmom.
So Quincy Brown is the one who has him.
He's coming after me. Just know who he is.
Quincy Brown is the one holding Gannon for all the money? And you didn't tell me. So 3 weeks now, you've known who has my son.
Someone was following us. There was this pregnant lady. So I agreed to help the pregnant lady. And I realized she's not pregnant once she gets in the car. I just was supposed to walk in Petco, look around, be normal, go drop this lady off somewhere.
She told you to walk into Petco?
She forced me. It's just being caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time with people who are money laundering, wanting me to deliver paper to these Mexican restaurants, and you're supposed to get packages back from them. And I wouldn't do it.
You want me to believe you, but I feel like you're just telling me something to make me feel better about Gannon missing. Kind of like the Quincy Brown thing. I mean, now it's a pregnant lady with cash in her belly.
I'm innocent. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong is my son's missing and you keep lying to me, okay? That's what's wrong. Okay, fine. Give me my son back. Tell the truth. Give me my son back.
I don't have him.
Where's he at then?
You're ridiculous.
Who has him? You haven't answered not one of my questions. You're not doing nothing but lying to me and sending me in a different direction than what you know is the truth.
Things took a turn around for the worse for Letitia when the officers conducted forensics in her family residence. Although she did a good job in trying to hide the evidence of her crime, the officers found evidence that indicated that Gannon probably never left the home, or at least while alive. The investigators found evidence of bloodstains under the boy's mattress, carpet, and on the walls in his room. In addition, a neighbor's CCTV had also captured Letitia with Gannon, who appeared to be very weak around the time his stepmom claimed he'd left the residence. Armed with this new evidence, the officers moved in to arrest her and begun a whole new attempt at getting her to tell them where she had hidden her stepson, or at least what was left of him.
Do you know why you're here? Did they inform you why you're under arrest? Yes.
What? I'm being charged with what now?
We found enough, you call it probable cause, for a warrant to be issued.
Okay, a warrant for what though?
It was for
what murder?
Gannon's staff.
So Gannon is murdered.
That's what the evidence shows.
Okay.
There's a lot of stories out there. So if someone truly took Gannon, though, we need to know the real story because you put out quite a few different stories. I don't think you intended to hurt Gannon at all. Something bad happened in his room.
No.
If you didn't do it, and it helps me find Gannon...
I didn't do it.
Okay, well then help me find out who did.
Who did what?
That to Gannon in his room.
Done what to Gannon in his room?
There's a pool of blood in the corner.
Okay.
That's Gannon's blood.
Where do you think that I had any involvement with Gannon, and where did he go?
You're the last adult with him. You told a lot of lies.
Realizing that she was a smart one, the detective tried to act friendly with her and actually got her to relax and open up. And for a moment, it seemed as if the interrogation technique was working, at least until Letitia got a grip of herself again. But no matter how smart she tried to be, the detective had a mountain of evidence against her and was ready to checkmate her at every possible turn.
If you can point me to a different person, then I can help you. If you trusted me to talk to me, you would tell me where Gannon is right now.
I don't know where Gannon is.
You do. If you would have told police the very first night that he was taken forcibly, everything would have been different. Here I even have what you entered in your phone. The stuff that you've entered and deleted, like blood is spurting from an arterial bleed, direct pressure not controlling.
Do what? I didn't look this up.
Somebody did from your phone. I don't like my stepson.
No.
I don't like my stepson. Should I get a divorce? How to get blood out of sheets.
Out of sheets?
Mm-hmm. If you did something bad to Gannon, could you ever admit it?
What? I didn't do anything bad to Gannon.
Right now, you're the last person with Gannon.
I don't do bad things to people. I don't.
I don't think you do bad things to people.
I don't do bad things to anyone, and I didn't do anything bad to Gannon. Why would I hurt our child? I had everything in the world. Why? I have no motive. None.
Although Letitia claimed not to have any idea what had happened to her stepson, a recording that she made on her phone revealed the contrary. From the recording, it was clear that the boy was unfortunate to have Letitia as a stepmother, shedding a great insight into the kind of relationship they had with each other.
Gannon, I promise this is the last time I'm going to ask you. I'm just freaked out, okay? Are you sure you didn't do it on purpose?
He did it.
Okay, you promise. You promise.
On purpose.
Pinky promise.
Pinky.
We're gonna have to sell stuff to fix it. Okay? So we figure out what we gotta sell. We can sell the sofa. We can sell whatever. Because we gotta get it fixed, so lady, don't be mad at us and kick us out the house. Okay? You got it? You got it?
I'm just worried about my friend.
Okay, shh. Listen.
At this point, the officers were nearly certain that Letitia had a hand in Gannon's disappearance. But unfortunately, she continued to maintain her innocence without revealing what exactly happened to him. Unknown to the investigating officers, they would find their answers in a suitcase thrown under a bridge 1,300 miles away, and in another heartbreaking call made to them by some bridge inspectors.
We were inspecting the bridge, found that suitcase down there, decided we'd open it to see if anything was in it. Body rolled out, along with what appears to be a comforter.
Further investigations revealed that Letitia had rented a van and drove about 1,300 miles to dispose of the suitcase which contained the body of her stepson. But it only gets more. Autopsy records revealed that the body was pierced about 17 times and severely hit in the head about 4 times before being shot. The bullet was traced to a firearm belonging to Letitia. Hydrocodone was also found in his body, a discovery which explained why Gannon was seen so lethargic in the CCTV footage from the neighbor on the day he went missing. It was after these discoveries that she was officially charged with taking her stepson's life, tampering with a deceased human body, and tampering with evidence. During her trial, she tried to put up a defense of insanity, but this was eventually struck down considering the nature of the crime and the very careful attempts to conceal it. On May the 8th, 2023, she was found guilty of first-degree and sentenced to life in prison. Yet another evil mother is summed up in the case of Verdiana, a woman who turned her own son into a punching bag and did everything she could do to silence him.
Okay, you can't stop.
I know my rights.
Now you're under arrest.
Now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Y'all better get arrested too for going in some of my house without a warrant.
Yeah, I think they bit me hard as hell.
Huh?
They bit me like really hard.
On April the 28th, 2024, officers received a call from a teenager who reported that his mother had assaulted him. Upon arrival, the mother, Verdiana, immediately confronted the cops, taking the situation completely off the rails.
Where's your husband at?
I don't got no husband.
Who are you arguing with?
I don't know.
We got a call that there was a lot of screaming, yelling, and fighting.
Which one is Christopher?
He's gone. Him, my son.
Christopher, come talk to me.
Man, he don't got no full no. I said no. I said no.
558 Peter, you can open the channel.
I said no. I said no. I'm the mom.
You know, you can't stop me from talking. No, you can't.
He's a teenager. He ain't got no No. Man, no. I'll talk to you guys. Oh, I got it. Man, no.
Christopher, call, and I want to talk to you. Come talk to me. All right.
Go ahead.
Where's this thing at?
I know my mark.
How did you get that mark? How did you get that mark on your face? Huh?
No.
Excuse me?
One of my sisters wants to talk.
Okay, when did that happen?
Or like 2 hours ago.
Okay, come around and talk to me.
Hell no. Man, te digo que no estás now. Man, they couldn't know. No. You already got cracked.
This is the fist over here?
Yeah.
This is the lock open. All right, what's going on, man?
All right, so I don't know where he went, but it was,
right.
His hands on my mom, and I got kind of pissed off, and I could tell that he was doing a little bit too.
If you come out here, you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Stop, dude. I'm
my son.
Stop.
Okay, you can't stop.
I know my right.
No, you don't know your rights.
It's a right.
You don't know your rights. You don't know your rights.
If he wants to speak to him, he can.
Okay, not Chris.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what happened.
All right, so he was putting her hands on my mom, and I was trying to get him to chill out, but he was not.
Come here, come on.
I was trying to get him to stop.
Okay.
I was trying to get him to stop, but he would not stop.
Okay.
He was like, they were arguing back and forth. My mom tried to stop. My mom tried to stop him, and if you were to catch him somewhere, he's wearing, I don't know, I forgot what he was wearing.
Okay, are they married?
No.
Do they have any kids or anything like that together?
No.
Okay, does he live here or anything like that?
I mean, technically, he kind of, yeah, technically he does. He's not on
What do you mean?
He wasn't on the lease.
Chris! Don't do that!
Yeah, calm down.
Chris!
They're gonna arrest you. Calm down. Go back in the house.
Yo le puse las manos
primero. ¿Tus hijos?
Hey. Chris!
Yeah.
A mí me van a llevar, yo le puse las manos primero, a él le van a llevar por años. Por años. Don't do that, Chris! Chris! Man, hey!
Yeah.
Man, first of all, you can't put my hands on me.
Stop.
Mijo, please, I'm telling you, mijo, se lo van a llevar.
So he's not on the lease. Why do you have this here?
My siblings.
What, you guys playing or something?
Yeah, I think they bit me hard as hell.
Huh?
They bit me like really hard.
She knew her son was going to expose her awful acts to the cops, so she got aggressive in an attempt to shut him up. She had no idea that it was time to pay for her terrible actions towards her son. There was nothing that could stop the kid at that moment.
How old is your siblings?
There's one that's 5, 6, or 7. They're gonna arrest you.
Yo le puse las manos primero.
They're gonna arrest you.
Él no merece eso, mijo. Hey, Chris, I did.
Stop yelling.
I don't give a what you say.
Stop yelling.
Oh, because they don't know anything.
Okay. Ma'am, if you keep yelling, you're going to jail.
I don't give a
For this all that kind of.
out of here. You don't know. I know my rights.
Yeah, stop.
Man, okay.
Okay, so you guys were playing or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so who broke the window here?
I did. What you say?
Hey, hey, if she don't calm down, put her in cuffs. Put her in cuffs. Ben, hook her up.
Okay, so you
have
can't
a
touch
seat.
me.
Have a
You
seat.
can't touch
Have a
me.
seat.
You can't
have a seat.
Listen, why don't you
Hey,
put on
have a seat down there. Okay.
Somebody
You're under arrest.
Don't put
Nope. Now you're under arrest.
Now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Resisting.
touch you. I don't touch you. I don't f***ing touch you. I didn't touch nobody.
Fine. Yeah, put her in your car.
From under arrest for what?
Disorderly conduct. We have people standing outside and you're out here yelling, screaming. That's disorderly conduct.
What?
You are under arrest.
All right, just stop touching me like that.
Okay, not touching you, ma'am. I'm leading you to the car. Stop.
Stop touching me like that. You're hurting me. You're
Well,
hurting me.
Hey, what's
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
What is your name?
You're hurting me.
What is
You're hurting me.
in custody and
You can search me. I want a woman. I want
Ma'am,
a woman.
stop.
Okay, I want a woman to no, don't touch me.
Stop.
I need a woman to search me. Hey, you can put me in front. Put me in front. Because I don't see no camera.
We both have body cameras on, ma'am.
Where?
Right
What's your
here.
name?
This is what the small kids you was playing with? Or who? Come on, man, tell me the truth. Who hit you? Did that dude hit you?
No, what? Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. No, hell no. He's my cousin.
Right,
Hell no.
he's not in there. Is he in there? He's not in the house?
No, I promise you, everything I love on my dead grandpa. He walked away this way.
Okay. He said they say he walked away. He said he left and went that way. So.
We'll have to clear, I think, sir.
All right. Who else is in the house right now? Your siblings?
Yeah.
So call them out.
They're chilling right now. They're in the garage all together.
Everybody. He said, who's in the house right now?
No one.
Nobody? Okay. Who broke the window? Her.
But she was just something.
What did she do? She threw at somebody?
She tried to throw at him. It was like a little.
All right, we're going to your house to clear your house and make sure that it's okay. Okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, all your younger brothers and sisters outside in the garage. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and clear the house.
Why don't you guys just have a seat on the porch?
We'll be right back.
What's your name?
Officer Benvenuto, stop.
What's your name? What's your name?
Since she wasn't ready to remain calm, the officers decided to detain her. However, despite being in handcuffs, Veriana continued acting aggressively, even in jail.
You're gonna make it harder for yourself.
Well, why? Why? Because you're talking to us.
Is there anything in your bra at all?
No.
Okay.
You don't touch me. I want a woman.
I'm gonna check with the outside of my. Listen.
I want a woman.
I'm gonna check with the outside of my.
And it's on video, okay?
Okay. Well, that's searching me on video.
And we have the right to search you, ma'am.
I can't put you in the car without searching you.
So search me then. Why are you having anybody touch you like that?
Ficus, I'll grab your stuff. I already did. Let me move your back. Let me move your stuff.
Can I get your name, officer?
I will give it to you when we get to the jail.
That's fine. That's fine. You guys just went inside my house without warrant. You know that, right?
Okay. Like my partner explained, we don't have to. Okay. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna argue with it. Okay. So if you know the law, then you know the law.
I know my law. You guys just went inside my house and you didn't give me your name and I got arrested for battery. For what?
What's your name?
For what?
What's your name?
What's your
Okay.
What's your name? You went inside my house like that? And you know you're right. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You know, you guys don't even have a fork in your restaurant. That's how you sit there and act like real tough.
You told me that it's a light skin male West Side red t-shirt with lesbian West Palm.
I want your name. Doing all this and you know you guys are wrong. What's your name?
Step out.
What's your name?
Step out.
I'm stepping out until I get your name, officer. You guys went inside my house without a warrant.
If you know the law, then
I know my law. There was no reason for you guys to go inside my house.
Listen.
That's fine. Can I get your name,
Yes,
officer?
it's Ficus 669.
669.
It'll be on all the paperwork. Step out.
669. I got. I'm going. I'm going. 669. What is it again?
669.
What
It's
is
gonna
your
be
name?
on all the paper. I
What's
just
your
told
name?
you.
No. Can you repeat your name for me?
No.
Why not? 669. Alright, you guys just know that, right? Without a warrant. You guys know that, right?
Stop.
669 without a warrant. And I can't even get your name again. Why? What's the
I've already
reason?
told you it's gonna be on the paper. I'm not going back and forth with you. Officers already explained why you're
So
going
that
to
you
do-
guys can go inside my house without a warrant?
So you guys can't get it? Okay, that's fine. I know my rights. That's fine.
Okay, then take it out.
I can be drinking. Yeah, I was drinking. 669, right? What the f looking at?
I gotta figure out what her charges are. I'll let you know if she's staying in her body.
Charges. Y'all getting charged for me before I do. Y'all fucking running inside my
I don't know. She won't give me anything.
We try to fast ID.
I'll figure out what charges and all this stuff. I gotta talk to the guys on scene.
Y'all better get arrested too for going inside my house without a warrant.
She was eventually booked into jail and charged with disorderly conduct and resisting or obstructing an officer.